Cool beans, cool beans. I just
I have
wanted to
to go
make
to
sure you
Reddit
didn't
so I
miss
can
it because
get
this is actually the dungeon for Ursa Ursa Major. So like
I'm updating.
you not being there would be kind of weird.
And then we
I'm
all
updating.
flew away.
And we were like, "Yeah, anyone care?" Nope.
Wait,
so
it's
mine's
for
kinda
Ursa
long. Can I
Major?
just post it in
Yeah,
the
that's
chat
you
and
put
show it?
your navigation chip in there.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
Yeah, you guys just ended up. You
do
created a
realize
fucked up
how big Ursa
religion.
Major is, right?
Yeah, I know how
Like
big Ursa.
I'm telling it's an entire.
You realize that's okay. So you guys created a religion or adapted an
Yeah.
existing religion. We're going to be talking about the laws here. So there you go. Actually, that's not a bad place to put it. Here we go. So we've got Grace's rules. Let's go through those first. All right. You shall not strike down any other swine or brothers in swine. I assume. So this is like. Okay. You shall not make an image of your lard. Oh yeah, your lard, or his herald from anything but cake. You shall only swear in word of reference to the lard and his children. I'm not entirely sure what that means.
Basically, they can only swear using swears that are like pig and cake.
Okay.
You will never put any meat before pork on your diet.
Yeah, I had that on mine. That was the first one. That you shall not partake of any other flesh than swine.
I was going the opposite direction. Or sacred.
Yeah, you made it sacred, but that would be like considering that their existing beliefs were entirely around cooking, preparing, and consuming pig meat.
Okay, I mean that's fair.
Like,
all of mine, honestly, of mine, my favorite is the punishing non-believers and blasphemers by strapping them to a spit rope.
Yeah, okay, let's see here. Let me see if I can get that one. So you shall only swear and wear. Okay. You shall present cake offerings to your lord hourly, placed upon an altar in his herald's likeness where he once stood. Okay. That one's a good one. That'll make sure we always got plenty of cake.
We should work something into the religion where if anyone, like my last commandment, if anyone has too much pork, you need to take some from them. You shall covet thy neighbor's pork if it is far greater than mine.
I'm good with this.
Let me update that.
Yeah, let's see.
Here, I'm gonna pull up a notepad and start.
Yeah, let's take our favorites and put it in the notepad. So I definitely like the you shall present cake offerings to your lord hourly. Let's see here. You shall not dishonor your lord with blasphemy and shall not allow those around you to either. Okay. Unbelievers and blasphemers are allowed repentance through being tortured by being tied to a pig spit over a fire till they repent. Death to those unwilling to repent. Okay. Let's see here. I think that number 5 is good, but we're gonna have to like shorten it a bit. It's a little over worded. But I like where you're going with it. All right, let's see here.
Dishonor all non-piggy gods.
Say it again.
What was it?
You shall dishonor all non-piggy gods.
Okay.
As in, the religion is instructing you to blaspheme other gods, which is funnier because there is no god, so they're blaspheming for nothing. That makes it extra funny.
All right. So let's see here. You shall only drink the wine of your lard. No other beverage is as pure.
I just want them to be drunk all the time. Or
remember, they need to be alive.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, I don't think a bunch of warring drunk cultists are going to be good making us cakes.
Okay, that's fine.
All right.
I don't care if you're worried about this.
All right, let's hear it. You shall not commit tax fraud. You shall celebrate the return of the heralds of the lard with offerings of cake and wine. All right, that's similar to the other one. But I guess that's just like 4 is just practice, right? They're always practicing making cake so that they're always ready.
Yeah, basically.
Okay.
And when we return to the planet, I want there to be a giant
I want there to be a
mound of rotting
boatload of cake. Yeah. All
I
right.
just want a giant mound of rotting cake where we want.
All right. You shall not bear witness against thy brother in swine. Lying to unbelievers is to be praised. Lying to brothers in swine or heralds of the lard is punishable by a spit roast.
I'm just imagining that, like, if we were to wait enough years, they would invent the perfect ways of preserving cake so that it's still edible
ooh,
after
we
it's
should-
been sitting on that
what
pedestal
about-
for years.
So what about so Nuclear Fire, he's been watching since the beginning and he really has been wanting to have like lard fire as some kind of punishment. Like you pour
That
grease
sounds
over them.
horrible.
You pour grease over them and then just toss a match at them.
No, like grease fire? Like you put them in a pot or something? And then,
No. As in, like, since everyone's covered in grease, you just pour buckets of lard over them and then,
It's like tar and feather.
Take it to
except it's
ignition
lard
point.
and fire.
yeah, lard
How
and
horrifically and deliciously evil.
yeah.
I think the most
So
important
how
thing
about-
is to find a good way to phrase it. Lard and white.
What? You changed your mind,
Hmm.
Nuclear Fire? You started this. You can't just. He's like, God no.
What have I
Alright.
done?
All right, let's
I
hear
will
it. Should
not.
cover neighbors cake.
About
All
punishment
must
by-
share the lard's wine and cake as they do. Okay.
What about punishment by spit roast and death by lard and
lard and light.
yeah.
I like it.
Perfection.
All right. All right, in the ways of the first great priest of the lard, any and all conflicts can be solved through the glorious combat of the cake makers, wherein each combatant is given a cake serving utensil of their choosing, and the participants must fight until one dies or one scoops out at least one eyeball from the other's eye socket. Consumption of said eyeball is optional but encouraged.
Hey,
I
if
like
we're
that one
if we're
too.
making a document,
Why would it
don't-
be optional? That's what I want to know.
like if we're making this an official document, use the word enucleation. It sounds way better.
Yes. Okay.
Um,
Let's see here. Can you put Lunars in? I liked it in the in-game chat. It
can
looks
do that.
better in in-game chat. Hey Dave, how you doing? Welcome to the show,
so
buddy.
after we go
Oh, I
over
can-
these, we're gonna like pick the ones we like.
Yeah, we're picking the ones we like. So okay.
Not keep up.
So Lunars is you shall not talk to any other door. You shall not make a dark image. I assume that just means make sure you have good contrast settings. You
Tell
shall
her
not.
for. I don't know what she meant.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Dave
No,
Rose.
actually, you know what? Make it a word that makes no sense. Thou shalt never create a gruesome image. The word is made up and means nothing. Let them fight and kill each other over it.
Yeah, vagueness is the perfect religion.
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry you have a cold, Dave.
No, like Christine.
Not the spit roast. I watched too much.
Yeah. Christianity's kind of
Well,
specific, and that's why people get angry about it.
I hope that we make you feel just a little bit better
God
tonight,
doesn't
Dave.
hate gays. What do you mean? He literally
Okay.
says kill them in the Bible. Anyway, that's
He says to
enough.
kill people for mixing fabric.
He
But-
says
literally.
Let's- let's- Let's not go into real religion. People will
Yeah,
get
let's-
butt hurt.
Yeah, let's focus on big religion.
Let's only make fun of fake religion.
Yeah. All right. You
Uh,
shall not make dark image. Okay. You shall not take the name of the pig in vain. You shall not break the cake. You shall not dishonor your
Wait,
kitty.
Wait. You shall not take the name of the pig in vain unless you're really angry.
What I'm imagining happened is one of the party members handed her this
I like-
Mad Lib,
I
sat
like.
down with her and said, okay, we need a noun. Now we need a verb. So I tried very hard not to make massive modifications to the rules.
I liked
Just one
Cassiopeia's like his take the lard, like that they call it lard, Lard.
We did that all last session.
I know. I
We
think
said-
like keeping that theme would be really great because like that was hilarious. All right, so
Like our Lord who art in heaven.
yeah,
like,
exactly. Yeah,
A
exactly.
lard who aren't in the mud pit.
Yeah, the lard.
Instead of heaven, it's just a giant shit-filled mud pit, like in the back of a farm.
All right, you shall throw big parties for your new friends, us. You shall not commit sad times. You shall not spank a goose. You shall not bear angry face witness against the piggies. You shall not covet thy neighbor's cake. Okay. And then here are mine. You shall not partake any other flesh than swine. You shall not make any image using non-oil based mediums. You shall not take the name of the messengers of swine in vain. You shall protect the vessel and messengers of the swine at any cost. You shall not dishonor your city council so long as they too worship the swine lord. You shall not wear a corset, for they are far too constricting.
But I love corsets.
I'm sorry, you just won't qualify for this religion. I'm pretty sure you weren't interested.
Well, we're the heads of the religion. We don't have to follow.
I'm not interested in the religion.
You shall not. You
Don't
shall
tell
not
me.
commit core. Code is what I meant. So
I'm
you
not
shall not commit
joining
code
this.
without a full code review and running unit tests. Obviously, you shall not interrogate the messengers of the swine. You shall not turn away the messengers of the swine lord should they seek your comfort. You shall not covet thy neighbor's second cousin's best friend's uncle's finely groomed mustache.
I like that.
I think Grandies are the base and like make it crazy.
I think I'm gonna have some problems with that last one.
I thought you were just
Nuclear.
saying that
When did they?
neighbor's
Oh, you
second
want
cousin's
magnesium
best friend.
fires? Oh, I see nuclear.
Nope, it's a mustache.
See, nuclear fire wants all the fires to be magnesium fires, so the villagers will be screwed when they try and pour water on them.
I would imagine you can't tell when they're on grease fire anyway.
Yeah, it's just as bad, really,
It's
just
basically
different.
The same thing.
And
Oh,
ours is more thematically coherent.
okay, so let's see here. We got. So if
I think I like, it came up twice, not coveting the neighbor's cake. I like this.
I like Necron. You shall covet the neighbor's cake.
yeah, I do like that one. That's like
Yeah, yeah.
that's a lot more in line with your evilness.
You shall covet thy neighbor's cake, or whatever, if it is far
Alright,
greater than
What are your guys' favorites of the ones that we went through, folks on Twitch and
see, here's the
everyone
thing.
else?
We need the cake, so I don't want anyone to covet cake. But we don't need the meat, and I agree with the policy of coveting someone else's meat if they have too much, because you want everyone to have some food. So I am okay with them coveting their neighbor's meat if they have too much meat.
Yeah, let's
So
open up.
let's start at the top. So for number 1, do we want to go with Gandhi's "You shall not eat anything other than pork"? Meat wise.
Sure.
And then I like Gandhi's. I like most of Gandhi's basically.
Gandhi has very practical ones. He's like thinking about what exactly is going to happen if we give them these rules, so that we don't come back to a fiery wasteland with no cake or flowers.
Here's what I'm thinking. I want the rules to force them to keep healthy, even if they don't mean to, so they'll stay alive. But I also want them to constantly compete with each other. That's why I'm thinking we literally work it into their religion that you can't get too much more wealthy, or it's okay for other people to kill and steal from you.
Yeah, as long as
I
it's
like that.
clear that it doesn't apply to the messengers, then we're fine.
Exactly.
There are two outcomes if you do this. The first is that everyone forms a nice, healthy, stable, ecological, economic balance. And the second is that they all kill each other. There are only two outcomes, and they're both extreme.
Well, I mean, I think we'd be okay with that. Let's just, I can roll a D2. All right, so let's see here. I had some throwaways in mind because I didn't want them to be overwhelmingly good.
Of course. Written like a programmer, yes.
Yeah. Well, mainly like that joke about making sure you have code review as someone who runs development tests or like development groups. I couldn't help it.
That's not quite what I meant. I meant that yours is like, okay, we're going to write a program that is cult members follow these commands, and then
Yeah,
we're
well,
going
I mean,
to come
like,
check on the system in a while.
That's fundamentally what these kind of rules are for, right? Like, okay, so I'm gonna get rid of from my list. Why don't we go through and just say the ones that we know we don't want to keep? That's
Okay.
probably an
Let's-
easier way to do it initially. All right, so for
The only ones I want for mine are spit roast as punishment for blasphemy, and lard and light by death, and then the hourly cake mix. Those are the 3 that I want.
okay, so you've got. All right, let's go through this first list here. We've got name of messenger swine, dishonor. Okay, we can get rid of the corset one if we don't care for it. It seemed like that made Rex sad, so we'll get rid of the code
The
one.
only
And what's that?
The only one that I have a problem with was the one that you brought up before, but I don't think it's in there now. Is the whole anything other than
what,
your
death and
religion,
murder?
you have to fucking kill.
Oh.
That was kind of a
Yeah,
bit
no.
Yeah, I imagine
Yeah.
Meredith wouldn't be okay
That's
with
okay.
that.
Back
yeah,
away.
because I
No.
would have I would
That's better.
basically step out. and then they
Scientology
would
rules,
murder me.
Rack. Anyone that's not part of your religion, it's fair game to do whatever you want to them.
Okay, but Meredith herself is not
Yeah.
part of the religion she just started,
Yeah.
and that's a weird situation to be in.
Yeah, I'm not part of this religion. Remember, I have my own deity that I follow.
Yeah.
Well, we're the heads of we're the
Well,
masters of the
logically,
Lord.
for you probably would want to subversively be converting these people to your religion.
You would be the one to you would also include things you want them to do.
Yeah, like you
Like,
would
you
try
would be
and
like-
seed in something that is in line with your gods, or if you chose, you could say, I want them all to die, so I'll put something in there that would cause them to die because you don't want this religion to exist. Those are valid ways to approach it as a paladin, as long as your paladin isn't anti-death. But you clearly indicated that your paladin isn't anti-death as long as it's not its members.
Yeah.
So shall not
There's
take.
a reason for it. There
All
has
right.
to be.
Is there anyone that you particularly like from your list? I think that the thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's cake. I like you shall not bear angry face witness against thy piggies because it confuses me.
Oh, you shall treat thy swine with respect. Like,
Don't they eat swine?
All right,
don't like factory farm it.
You guys on Twitch too. If you have favorites, just make sure to let us know so we don't get rid of them because we're making a religion together.
All of mine are pretty much just
Nuclear fire.
absurd.
Just
What does
he's
this
giving
even
us
mean?
recipes for ways to explode villagers. If you guys are interested.
When thinking of this as a code to run religion, if you were to make all of mine true, you would come back to find the weirdest yet most child-friendly religion. People with cats, images that are definitely not dark in literally every sense of the word because they can't figure out what it means and don't want to break it.
Well,
was
especially you
fascinating.
should not talk to any other door. I think everyone would discuss which door is allowed to be talked to. Like that would be like they would have whole sermons on which door is okay to talk to. We don't know. Just don't talk to any door until we're sure. All right.
It's fantastic to imagine.
The dark image thing is a little confusing. Let's see. Not take the name of the pig in vain. I think we have something similar to that up top.
Yeah, that one's probably the most boring. It's the most similar to everyone else's.
Does the pig have a name? It has to have a name that can't be taken in vain in order to have the rule.
The swine word?
Well,
No,
so
that's it.
if we're calling it the lard,
I have to figure out a list of commandments. Fuck.
you shall throw big parties for any.
But no, if I
That's-
could submit only like 2 or 3, I would submit you shall not make a dark image, you shall not spank a goose, and you shall not talk to any other door. These are my favorite absurd what the hell does this mean commandments.
Lineman. That should be
Right
his
now,
name.
I'm rereading the.
Okay, let's see here. Any fruit was it a piece? So okay, the ones I have from yours right now are: you shall not talk to any other door, you shall not spank a goose, you shall not bear angry face witness against thy piggies.
And you shall not make a dark image.
Sure.
I just want to submit that for the board. It doesn't have to go
For
in
the
final
board.
product.
No, you should say thou shalt not make a dark image and never explain it, ever.
Exactly.
Yeah,
That's the
Like the
plan.
ambiguity of it. People will fight over it for a while.
That's what...
I agree.
Nuclear Fire says he's on someone's watch list. Yes, you are talking about exploding people with various chemicals, so probably.
Basically, what I'm saying is, if we did this and then came back to our religion, it would be fascinating to see what they have adorned the walls with, so as to comply with the vagueness of the commandments.
I'd imagine they'd be killing each other over what it really means, because that's what happens when religion is vague.
Okay, let's see here. You shall not commit. I like it. Shall not commit tax fraud. It's kind of like my my one with the respect your city council. Shall celebrate the return of the heralds who Lord with offerings of cake. You shall not bear witness against them. Okay, I like this, but let's see here. Shall not covet thy neighbor's cake. Yeah, I kept. Well, I have 4, 5, 6, and 8 from yours so far.
I think my favorite is actually the first commandment from that list: "Thou shalt not strike down the swine or brothers in swine," because it will keep our cult healthy. There will be, people won't literally kill each other over whatever the disputes are. They'll just argue a lot and maybe form more branches of their religion, which will cause it to spread and become like, here's the sect who interpret it this way, here's the sect that interpret it that way. It causes our religion to proliferate instead of destroy itself.
Okay.
Also, it's just a good policy in general. Don't strike down other brothers.
All right,
But they
let's
can
see
still
here.
argue.
Well, right now we have these ones. Let's see. We'll unnumber them. And I think what we can do is we will take this list and we will work it on the break between. But this kind of narrows down some of the stuff. I think some editing has to go in for it to all kind of fall in place. This will be the combined one, though. Goes in Discord, in the roleplay channel. For those of you who didn't know, we have a Super Friends Discord. It's super friendly, it's super fabulous, and most of you are already probably there. If you're not, there's a link. It's not. Oh. Yeah, if you're in the middle of nowhere, it is kind of a little bit easier to blow stuff up, nuclear fire. That's been my experience too. And then that'll give time for Rex, if she wants to write her own, to add to the list for consideration.
Yeah,
but we should do it. We
I'm
should do it
trying to-
between now and the next session. That way we have a finalized list. But for now, let's go ahead and set the stage. All right. I can share your guys' little emoji things. Do you guys want me to? No one has their camera on, so it's showing it a little bit different than normal.
Ooh, this also gives Troa time to make a list.
Yeah.
I can't list, man.
No, like not tonight, since we're making lists, or Rex is making a list over next session. Yes.
Yeah. There you go. Cool.
Yeah. So you two can still make one. Huzzah.
Huzzah.
Because I'm reading up on my god, and I'm trying to find things that I can pick out that will comply, but honestly, I can't.
Is someone talking?
Rex was talking.
Oh,
Do you have her
Oh,
muted?
I can barely hear you.
My
You got
mic, my dad fucked with my mic earlier. Sorry, we were trying to do a new setup. Can you hear me better now?
Yes.
Yeah,
yeah,
Turn you
now I
down
can-
from 192 down to like 100.
Now it's like there's words and not just mumbling.
Yeah, I always
I'm
have her
so
at
sorry.
200%,
Yeah.
like guaranteed.
My mic was my dad moved my mic.
You're turned up like all the way already. You should tell your dad to fornicate with someone else's mic.
Oh
Go
no,
ahead.
he was helping me figure out a
course
way
you
to
better.
get my mic into a different position.
I know what you meant. I'm kidding. He said he was fucking with it. Now it doesn't work.
Oh yeah. She did say it. She did say it.
Well played.
God.
Okay, guys. Okay, so you see a research station in front of you on the little panel. Remember? All right. You put the little cartridge in, and it was poof. All right, and you guys are all now somewhere completely different. No longer do you hear people praising the lard outside. You are somewhere else entirely. But you're still
What do
inside
we
the
see
ship.
out the window? Is there a window?
You see on the panel what I described to you earlier, which is there is a research station floating, and it has a place to dock. It has little bits and bobs and moving antennas, and there's lights that are flashing, and it's
Can we hail the station?
what?
Can we hail the station?
I don't know. You wanna roll for insight to see if you can figure out what button does what?
Can I tell that is the small leprechaun still driving?
Yeah.
Okay, can I ask him to hail the station for us? So I assume he knows how the ship works.
Oi, top of the morning for ya! You want me to hail the ship?
Yes, please.
Okay, it's this button right here.
That's the button that throws hail at the ship.
Oh, how can I explain? It sends a message. What would you like to say?
We should ask to go inside their ship.
Would you like to say it like in a friendly way or a creepy way? Like, how should we word this?
We seem to do better when
Kindly.
nice to people.
Okay, well, perhaps the lady amongst you, the older lady, should pick some words. She seems to be good at that shit.
Oh, I got one. Let us on your ship, and we promise we won't slaughter everyone.
No. I don't think that's a good one, Necron. I
said
don't think that's
not.
good.
I very clearly said we're not going to kill everyone.
It's going to implement that we want to kill them. Can't
Yes,
you say
Imply or implement?
imply? My bad.
You know, I'm realizing my choice to dislike lying is rather foolish at this point.
Well, you can't
Anyway.
quite know who you're going to kill until you've met them, right?
He never stops.
It's not exactly
I
lying.
know. That's why I'm just like,
the chipper little. Okay, so
she's just sighs. So we should probably say hello. We would just like to dock, please. I'm here to acquire some information or something along them lines. I don't know what to say.
Say
Alright,
we're
alright.
traitors or something.
I'm not going to lie to them.
okay, and
Traitors
so
or something.
We're not traitors.
so Patrick.
Well,
Patrick
I'm-
pushes the button and he's like, "Top of the morning to you, Patrick Thomas Wagon, at your service. We've got a motley crew who wish to be plugging into your ship of thing. And they're undecided as to what they're going to do with you. But I think you should let us in."
We're here to acquire information. That's right. Fuck.
And so,
That's why you slapped the cartridge in to bring us here.
okay, let me
I imagine you had an idea of what you wanted to do when we got here.
Yeah, that's right. Fuck.
let me
No, I'm
roll
tired.
charisma. Let me roll charisma for Patrick
This is your
here.
fault, Meredith.
Oh,
I
shit!
what you wanna do.
He rolled a 1.
Great. Whoa.
Okay,
Ah.
can I
So
slightly
what
push
he
him
actually
aside?
said, it's too late. It already happened.
Fuck.
What he actually said
after
was
he
he
said
like-
it,
Patrick Thomas Wagon at your service here. We've just come from killing a bunch of people in a dungeon, and we'd love to see if we could find some things on your station. Could you please let us in?
Fuck. I just
You
face
should have
palm.
talked. You should have said something instead of letting the leprechaun say something.
Actually,
Well,
I
it
have,
takes a minute for me to think of something. I
I
want to
have
like
something
go.
here, Joe, for
What?
our hook.
For our what?
For our next the thing we had planned. I could take over for the response there.
Sure, go ahead.
A muffled static comes in the air, and you hear. Did you say you just killed a bunch of things?
No, the short man who drives. The short Asian man who drives our ship said that.
Absolutely!
Oh,
We've done killed a lot of things!
Patrick.
He's
Oh, these
Muffled Patrick's mouth.
these buggers just
No,
uncovered a
can I muffle
whole
his mouth?
town in Greece!
Can I muffle his mouth?
I was there!
To be fair, they covered themselves.
Okay,
I'm-
okay, you got me there.
The chauffeur.
Covering his
I was
mouth.
hoping you guys knew how to fight. Oh, never
Oh.
mind.
Wait, no, we do. We do. Wait, do you
Come
need
again?
help? We're adventurers. Do you need help?
Oh, that's really good because this really isn't even my job. It's just most of the important people. So there's a glitch on the ship, and none of the private doors will open, and they're all stuck in their room.
Oh.
Well, yeah, but I was doing stuff, and I wasn't in my room when the glitch hit, and the only people that are running the station are the people that were goofing off or, you know.
You know, doing something.
Anyway, it appears that someone let a bunch of gully dwarfs free, and they stole some key components of the station, and now they're hiding, and we can't get to them because they also opened up the science laboratory, and a bunch of weird experiments are also crawling over that part of the station.
Hey, are you telling me that you've been outwitted by a bunch of golly dwarfs?
Okay, Patrick. We'll help
yeah.
you, sir. Hold on. Patrick, shut the fuck up.
Golly dwarfs! Did you all hear? He's been outwitted by golly dwarfs. We shouldn't be going anywhere near this man.
Necron
Okay,
is like-
Patrick.
Necron, Necron like is making the most disgusted face every time he hears the word gully dwarf. He like spits on the ground.
You know what a golly dwarf is, no?
So for the player's sake, I want you to imagine if dwarves looked like they were the size of 4-year-olds, didn't have beards, and acted like retards. Literally. Gully dwarves are the stupidest of all the intelligent creatures. They can't cut higher than the number 3.
Tell me, sir, how many were there? This is a test.
Well, there were like, I don't know, more than 5, but less than 100.
That's a
Ah.
nice round number.
Blimey, I'm not entirely sure if he's a golly dwarf or not. Are you a golly dwarf yourself?
There's a reason I don't normally work this calm, man. Anyway, Section 37. It's the one on the ship that's kind of on fire around the back of the space station. You should see it.
Okay, only one fire to be aiming for, eh?
Yeah. It's don't go near the fire. That's a thing. And
What kind
cult.
of
Anyway,
experiments
next
did
to
you
it, there's a.
guys have? I want to know what kind of experiments stuff they had going.
No, I don't think we should dabble into any of that.
We should know what we're going to be fighting.
Unless they're on humans, and then in which case, or any living, like, beings, and then in
Well,
which case.
kind of. So one of our scientists wanted to work on this goo that turns inanimate objects into monsters to fight people. Yeah.
That sounds safe.
That doesn't sound safe. Why would your... Why?
What?
Well,
Can you tell me what color this goo is?
I mean, she was a gnome, so you know.
No, the goo. Not the girl, the goo.
It was brown. Like,
Very good. I like to know what color I'm up against.
Oh my god, Patrick. I'm just like, Patrick.
Are you sure you don't want to kill people unprompted?
You guys want to go to the fiery part of this station? He seems to be inviting us to the part that's on fire. Sounds
All right,
awfully
yes, well,
brave.
If we take care of this
How
for
can we
you,
be on
will
fire from space?
you help us find what we are looking for? in
You
return.
are severely underestimating the level of power I normally hold at this station.
How about we just
but
turn around
yes.
and go somewhere else?
Patrick would
Well,
like to
can you
know.
try?
Patrick would like to know how much power you wield right now.
Would you like a free churro?
Oh my god.
In fact, I would. What is a churro? Can you eat it?
Oh,
Well,
okay.
we make, you know, like dough, like you make bread? Well, we make that with sugar, and then we drop it in hot, tasty oil and fry it. And then we cover it in cinnamon and more sugar.
Oh my god, you know what sounds good, guys? Out of character? Fucking bacon churros. Oh my god,
Bacon
that sounds
churros?
so good. Yeah.
I've never had a bacon
Fucking
churro.
Bacon churros.
You do that. I'll give you my recipe for churros and 100 churros made personally by me.
Okay, well,
No, I was just
I
saying that
personally am interested in what color a churro is before I make any kind of agreement.
Can I just? Can I get the
But
button so
but we
go?
need
Can I just
information.
hit the go button?
you're still
No,
standing. Here.
We tried to ask for information. Yeah, it's too late.
It's just you're just back there. It's me and Meredith at the station.
Well,
Can we,
I have access to
can we
food
just
coloring.
go, please?
Patrick
I would
asked
like-
if you guys are ready to go.
Yeah, let's
Alright,
go.
so-
Let's go
That's
clear their
brilliant.
ship so that way we can get some
All right.
information.
The answer you
It
get
sounds like
is
he doesn't
has
have the
food
answer.
coloring show, so it could be any color you want.
Excellent. Thank you. We're on our way. Anything else you'd like to tell us before we go into the fire?
It starts breaking up, and you think you hear the word goblins and slime and something about being stuffed really hard, but you can't make it out, and then the communication cuts off.
Patrick,
we need to get
Patrick
on the
feels
ship
very
then.
excited when he hears getting stuffed really hard.
Oh god.
Okay, here we go, boys and girls. And he pushes a button, and it slowly hovers over to the spot.
Patrick's a nasty little leprechaun.
Oh my god, Patrick, my dude, you need to like chill.
I'm gonna stand next to Meredith and just be like, sure you don't want to kill someone for no reason?
All right,
It is
so
undignified and
opportunity.
unlawful.
what number?
There's no
Alright.
law in space.
Where do they end up
Where's that?
starting out?
My god, it's
Number 1.
It's like maritime law.
Okay.
Please forgive my.
So as the ship secures the steel up against the docking port, you enter into a small antechamber that, to any sci-fi nerd, would look, very familiar. It's just, it's a docking port for a space station. There's suits on the wall and tubes and shit. You don't know what they do, and buttons you probably don't understand. There is one thing you recognize, though, and that's the door.
I look
It's a
around.
door.
Maybe I can find a VHS player here. Maybe I can find a VHS player.
Make a roll.
what am I?
All right, here we go.
Perception to look for a VHS player.
Justify a stat and then make a roll.
I'm gonna look around.
So, are you guys? You guys have just docked. You're just like kind of looking in. All right, so you're all just.
You docked on the left, and the door you're looking at is on the right.
Yeah. So right here, I shared the research station Ursa Major Outpost map. You guys are looking into that area. You can go into it. It's open and connected to your ship.
Okay, yeah. I want to go in
Cool.
and look for a VHS player because I don't know what
Yes.
a VHS player.
Was the fire on their left or their right when they docked?
The fire was to the left of the entrance area, but it wasn't connected to this pod they're docking.
Okay.
The fire is actually a constant pork smoker that's running on the station.
Oh, okay.
Just use it as a marker for you.
All right. There's a big pork theme going on in this campaign.
Yeah, it became weird, but we're rolling with it.
Okay. All right. Well,
The changes to your religion ripple backwards through time.
given every Given everyone's
Swine.
hesitation, Patrick jumps out and says, "Top of the morning to you, ship. How are you doing? What are you doing here? How are you feeling?" And he's touching the walls.
There's an ambient hum, but you don't hear any response.
Understood. Patrick continues to touch the walls. Anyone else want to drag their pog over to the new map? Just saying. Lunar's lost. Lunar's gone.
Wait, how do I?
Just
It's not dragging over to the new map. What the hell?
Yeah,
Here.
it's not.
here. I'll try.
Oh, there we go. What the fuck?
I drag you over. It's all good. I'll just drag you. Where the hell did you put your pocket? You just. I'm pretty sure you can drag it from one map to the other. You just have to have both of them open.
Okay.
All right, here we go.
Should I go first, or how should we do this? Because
Just,
apparently,
I'm just feeling the walls, looking for anything interesting. Do I find anything interesting in here, Troy?
No, Grace, we cannot hear you.
Okay, you can't hear me?
Now we can.
I can now, yeah.
'Cause I was trying to say that I wanted to walk in and, like, look for a VHS player. Why not?
Do you know what
Oh,
a
yeah,
VHS player looks like?
Am I
You
live
know what?
now?
I don't know what a VHS player looks like, but
Testing.
it looks sciencey around here, so...
Cool.
Oh, circle screen. So I think I'm
well,
alive now.
maybe if we help them clear, we can find a place. Maybe they know what a VHS place thing is.
Dude, I already said you can make a roll to search for a VHS player. You just
Yeah,
have some.
I rolled a 4.
No, you did not find a VHS player.
Okay.
Can you guys hear me now?
Yeah, we hear
Yeah.
Okay. I think I glitched out.
I'm
for a
rolling
bit
insight. Oh, I don't see anything important. Okay.
there. I was trying to ask, but it wasn't transmitting, I guess. Am I tall enough to hit any of the buttons?
Are there any buttons? That's the real question. Patrick's been feeling up the wall, looking for anything interesting. He hasn't found
one sec,
nothing.
Switching my mind.
Let me. I'll
There
use.
were buttons last I
Yeah.
checked, but I did glitch out for a few moments, so we could be in a completely different room for all I know.
The
Patrick.
buttons
Yeah.
would be about hip height for an adult.
Patrick has rolled a 12 for wisdom. He's doing an inspection on the room. How's he doing?
There is a giant green button next to the door that said entrance and open.
Patrick likes green. He's gonna push the button.
The door slides open with a satisfying swish.
Could you make the sound, please?
Swish.
Thank you.
Only reveal up to 5 squares in front of them at a time. The room is extremely dark. Even if
My
you can
map
see through the
disappeared.
dark, you can't see more than 5 squares.
Oh, thank you.
Okay. Let's see.
So it seems like the bulkier people should go first.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That's me, because I have
Like,
AC of
looks-
20.
I mean,
My
smaller people should go
No
first.
one
So
is
Pa-
bulkier than I. I can take an axe to the face.
But,
so can I.
Patrick,
So let us go together, shall.
If the child and the women go first.
The women
I
and children shall
I
go
think-
first.
think
I have a
Patrick,
constitution of 20 and a max health of 70.
Patrick
I have
is
a
opening and
constitution of
closing the
18
door
and a max
repeatedly.
health of 39.
Patrick,
But let's
Aha,
go.
I have double your health.
Yeah, I know, but let's go anyway.
children and women first. And then, you know,
Okay, I'm gonna
angry
take.
dwarfs and rich people go second.
I can't
Can
grab.
my character
I can't grab
hold my
Rex's
hand?
marker for some reason.
Come.
Neither can I.
You can't move mine?
No.
Oh, I can't move shells. I can't move any of yours. What the hell?
Can you move your own?
Oh, your guys' things have come up green. Whoa, what the fuck?
You
I
might
can
be
move my own.
disconnected.
Oh no. Oh, there we go. Hold on, I just gotta do a couple of.
I can't grab my
Jingle
own. What's going on? Are we in combat or something?
Are we in combat?
Wait. Let's see
That's my
here.
knowledge.
I can't grab mine. I can move shells.
Yeah, I can move everybody else's, but I can't move Cassie's.
One
Or Grace's,
second.
I
Let me
mean.
make
Sorry.
sure that let's make sure we've all got the correct characters checked out here. All right, this is here. Clear owner. Take ownership. All right. I have ownership. Patrick Thomas Wagon is my character. Thank you very much. Maybe I jacked it up by pulling him over from the other map. There you go. And no, yeah, that's
Oh, now there's two of me.
there's two. One of them is real, and the other is like unmovable.
Yeah, I can't move the other one, but I can move this one.
Yeah, let's see here. That seems to be there forever. So just that's where the button is. There you go. I'm gonna stand on top of you. All right, guys,
Okay.
go where you want to go.
All right, I'm standing behind Shell and Meredith because women and children go first.
Okay.
I can't take the initiative here because I literally know the map.
Okay, so Ekron can be in the back.
Are you able to move yours?
Me?
No, him.
Yeah.
Grace.
Yep, I can move the new one.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so who's going first? Shell, go first.
Go
Meredith, go first.
Well, it's not working. I can't move it.
What the fuck? Maybe it's because
now,
it's
yeah,
so.
now I can't touch. Now,
I could move it a second ago, so whatever you just did, it broke the universe.
yeah, whatever you just did, it broke it.
Why?
Meredith
Maybe.
swear shows up in two places for me. One where it's visible and
Oh.
one where it's not.
Yeah, for me it's like green, and then it's like
Okay, click the
Oh,
green
I see a
square,
bunch-
I'm
and not
s-
your
oh.
actual self.
All right, I got rid of the grid.
Oh, that looks better.
I got rid of the grid. I think that
There,
will
I fixed
fix it.
Oh, the picture looks better too.
Yeah.
Remember to let the tanks go first, unless you want to
Yep.
get smacked in the face.
I took your token off because it was the one not tied with anything properly. All right, are we missing anyone's token now?
Oh, looks good to me.
There you go.
So I'm
That's a little fantasy
just gonna
grounds
stand in
fun
the back
there.
and yell.
So,
Yeah.
depending on the things you do in this main area, every now and then I'm gonna make. If I roll above a certain number, there'll be an encounter.
Oh.
Okay, so
Go.
it's we
Go
should
first,
see
go, do
5
something.
around us though, right? So
I don't see anything to do. It is an empty
You
room.
can move in any direction. You just can't see what's there. You can see 5 squares in every direction from where you're standing.
Okay.
Even if you could
yeah.
normally see through the darkness, you can't see past 5 squares.
Hmm.
Unless you have an ability to see through something similar to magical darkness.
okay, so I see a door. Patrick sees a door up north,
oh shit, I'll be right back. Fuck,
and there's
fuck,
another
fuck,
one.
fuck, fuck. Coming.
What is happening?
Some reality based encounter.
She sounded worried. At first I thought she had to run to the bathroom, but then she said, I'm coming, and I said, probably not.
Yeah, it sounded like she was shitting.
Well, she could be talking to her own shit needs.
Some of the stuff she says out of contact sounds great. Oh, then she goes, fuck, 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 hold on, I'm coming. And I'm like, what the fuck?
What are we witnessing?
All right, so I'm gonna go roll an investigation
is there nothing right here?
What?
Is
Yes,
this
there
empty?
is. You can fill that in as well.
All right, I'm gonna do investigation on this door just north of Patrick Thomas Wagon. I rolled a 20, but what investigation insight do I have on this door?
One moment, please. It says break room, and it's ajar.
Nice. All right, Patrick, he wants to take a break, so he opens the door
Back, sorry.
further.
Okay, so the inside of this looks like a company break room. There's a coffee table on a counter and a table in the middle with some crap on it, not literally. Non-specific stuff. It's a very generic break room. There's boxes and stuff in the corners, so you can't see everything, so everything's in shadows. There's a dim light room.
Okay, so I'm gonna do a little table here with a piece of poop on it. That's the shit.
No, there's no real
And then we got some chairs. Okay, so is there anything of interest
front of me?
that I see? Is it,
I need you to roll for that.
okay. I will roll investigation. I got an 18.
Yeah, underneath one of the boxes, you can hear someone shivering and whimpering.
Oi! Thing in a box! What you shivering and whimpering about?
The head of a small, child-like thing pops its head up. It has a very large nose and long, very unbrushed, tangled hair. It goes, yes?
Oh, you're a sweet little ugly one. You want to come with me?
I'm Juju Gigi. I found stuff, but monsters scare me.
Well then, I'm not a monster. Why don't you give me your stuff?
Okay.
Yeah, Monk.
She walks up like a toddler holding up a toy to its parent. And she's holding up some small technical component.
Sweet. Well, very nice. I will take that small technical component off of your hands. Would you like to ride on me shoulders?
She's not much. Well, she does actually look like she's about your size, dude.
I've always wanted to be able to give another thing a shoulder ride.
Well, that doesn't stop her. She still jumps on your shoulders. She's like 45 pounds.
Cool.
Make a strength
Killed
check.
him in a trench coat.
I'm good. I can lift 90. I can lift 180. I should be fine.
You-
All right. Sorry. So I've got a little gully dwarf on my back, and I have one technical component. How much does it weigh?
The technical component, it weighs as much as a TV remote. It's almost nothing.
Okay, 1 pound. It's a very heavy technical component. Okay, a TV remote. I would say it's about a quarter of a pound.
That sounds about right.
Okay. I have acquired. I'm like, hey, Patrick Thomas Wagon has acquired a technical component and a back companion. That's what he shouts out the door.
Can
My
I,
character hears
can
the
I
promise
knock
of
on the door?
piggyback rides and starts going this way.
She's singing a song on your back, which goes, "Yes, we are the very best friends, and I love how this always runs." That's the only line.
All right, I've got a gully dwarf on my back. What was its name?
She's singing, "Yes, we are the very best of friends, and I'm glad it always rhymes."
And
Okay.
I'm glad it always rhyme.
Yep. All right. Patrick
The
Thomas
only one.
Wagon makes his way out, showing off that he is strong enough to carry someone on his back. He's very proud.
They're about as smart as if a smart dog could talk. No, a smart dog would be smarter than a gully dwarf.
I was gonna say, so roughly my character's intelligence.
They are actually
Yes.
roughly your
Basically.
character's intelligence.
The difference is your character would be the absolute paragon of intelligence to a gully dwarf.
Yeah.
They're like chimpanzees.
They're like chimpanzees. That's great.
All right.
I found my people.
All right. Patrick Thomas Wagon. He's out. All right. Who's doing something else? I've found I have a pet gully dwarf and a technical component. I think I'm doing pretty good.
Everybody in that room, please roll initiative.
Oh shit.
God damn it. God damn it, Patrick.
How
All
do I
right.
You
do
hear
this?
a sound of skittering in the room, and a weird sound you never
All right.
really heard.
All right. So what? Did you send me
I
what
suspect
I
I've
should be
heard the
putting
sound
on the
before.
enemy list?
The actual thing you're going to use are goblins.
I know. But
One
they're-
goblin for every player, so 5. But that's not what we're fighting.
obviously no. Okay.
Are you
So-
sure goblins don't make that sound?
I mean, it makes
We are
sense.
fighting creatures known as goblins.
What?
Before you stands several 4-foot-tall turkey-like creatures with
Oh my
beaks that have
God.
sharp
Oh.
teeth inside of the beaks.
A Thanksgiving? Really? A Thanksgiving?
We warned it was going to be Thanksgiving themed. You
I
guys
didn't
were
hear the
supposed
warning.
you were supposed to
ready to
get
throw.
here last game, but instead you made a new religion. So I'm sorry. That's what happened.
Do you not like turkey?
Well, if you don't, now's your time to take out your vengeance on it.
Great. Cool. So let's all whip out our weapons and
Hey, as long as it's not a rabbit-themed dungeon, I don't really want to have war flashbacks.
All of the weapons that you would normally see a creature holding, and this time instead of holding swords, they have jagged bones, and instead of throwing objects, they're holding eggs.
Oh my god.
They're holding eggs?
Yeah, some of them throw
You
eggs.
should have said drumsticks. That would have been
Nice.
funnier.
All right, so only 5 of
Them
these?
shitting out their ammunition.
There's just 5 of these? Is that what you're saying? Or
Yeah,
5 a
5.
person?
No, one.
5 a
player.
person.
I could do that in person.
You
Watch
really
me kill them
could.
all.
You really could. All right, I'm gonna re-roll initiatives here now that they're in. Roll all initiatives. Here we go. Shell, start us out. I'm gonna go ahead and
What's
place them on the
initiative?
board.
Oh, I thought I
Initiative.
rolled this.
It rolls automatically with this, so
Oh,
there's
okay.
no need for
Oh,
us
cool.
to
Are they on the
complicate
board?
things.
I don't see them on the board.
No, they're gonna sneak on, and Eric, you can change where you want them since this is your little battle.
Oh my gosh, you actually drew turkey goblins.
No, that's just goblins look a little turkey-esque on this, I guess.
Really?
All right, go ahead and put them where you want
You
them,
know what,
Eric.
that's okay. Hold on. I cannot move them.
Okay, tell me where. Is it a good spread there, or should I?
Move the Golem 1 up to above Golem 5 and a little forward.
Like that?
Yeah, right there. And the lower one, put that 3 squares away from Rex and 2 down in the dark area.
Guys, if we set them on fire, we'll have cooked turkey.
There
That
you
is
go.
perfect.
All right, cool. All right, this is a shell. It's your go. You see a bunch of goblins, and they come out. They're like, what sound do they make, Troy? Okay, they made the sound. Patrick's in there. Oh no, he's the monster you're talking about.
The creepiest part is the teeth inside the beak.
The teeth,
Oh.
big old toothy grins.
How many uses does my necklace
Are
of
they
fireball
like-
have again?
I think it had like 5 left, right?
How many did it have when I got it?
I'm not sure. Eric, how many uses did you give her on that necklace?
The necklace of fireballs,
Yeah.
standard is 5, so you have 5.
Oh, she's used it twice, so she has 3.
You
I have
3
used it
left.
twice, so I have 3 left.
Yep.
Okay. This is as good a
Yeah,
reason as
they
any to
come
throw a
in
necklace of
3-sided.
fireball at them. How do I do that? I forgot how this item works.
The way a fireball, it's what I think the range on it. I think this is what 30 feet.
Yeah.
So
Can I throw it at goblin number 2?
So if you roll the hit, and if you successfully hit the area, it does it in like a radius from wherever it.
How do I roll the hit? Do I do it from my inventory or do I do it from my actions?
It's a dexterity-based throwing attack. Great thing about fireball though is even if you miss, it still hits next to them. It just goes off at a different area.
Yeah, that's why we're going for the middle one.
Yes.
I like
Okay,
this.
so it's an unarmed touch attack. So you roll and add your dexterity modifier, and you have to hit their touch AC, which is their AC regardless of.
Yeah, their AC
This dice does not want to roll.
is 15, so you have to roll higher than 15 on dexterity.
I'm trying to roll the dice and it's not rolling. There we go.
11. So
I'm aiming at goblin 2.
But is that its touch AC is 15?
the armor class.
Oh, that's right there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, okay, right. They're like me. Okay, so instead it hits. This is the way I normally do it. Roll a d6.
Okay.
Which one is the d6?
It's the one that's it's the normal one.
A regular dice.
Brr.
The
What is up
one
with the
that's
dice?
the ones that's rectangular.
Brr, brr, brr.
One.
What the hell?
Okay, so it hits right above him, 1 square above him. So you hit the guy next.
Okay, so Goblin 5.
Yep.
Okay, with a 30-foot radius? Right?
I think so. Let me double check the spell.
Oh no. Did my shit freeze?
Okay, this is... So here,
Ruin the spell.
5, 10, 15, 20,
Oh, and the
25,
distance on the spell is 150 feet.
30. All right, so
See, I'm glad I looked this up because this is different than it used to be.
what is the
A
radius?
bright streak flashes from your pointing finger to a point you choose within range and blossoms with a loud roar and explosion of flame. Each creature in a 20-foot radius sphere center that points must do a dexterity saving throw. Failure takes 8d6 fire damage on a failed save and half on a successful save.
Okay,
So
so the dexterity saving throw is on their part then.
Yeah, it's a beam that just hits whatever you're
Oh,
pointing at. So I'm glad that's better. That's much better.
Okay, but it's gonna because you went after Goblin 2, it includes Grace and yourself.
Oh, fuck.
FYI.
Wait, what?
You did it. You did. Well, I mean, it makes sense. She is dumb. So
But I'm out of range.
20-foot
Grace, are you Grace Meredith?
No. Oh, Grace. Oh, okay. Sorry, I thought you said my name. I was
Me.
like,
I'm
what?
gonna die.
All right.
What did you say that
Get
you're
out of the
right
way.
behind them?
Okay, so let me pull up the spell.
yeah, we're pretty close to the edge. Is it possible for us to dodge it? Since I threw it.
You have to have improved
you're gonna-
evasion
You're gonna
dodge.
have to. Well, no, she's rolling a dodge already. Right?
Yeah, no, I mean if you don't have the skill evasion, even if you succeed, you'll take half damage.
Yeah, she's gonna take half either way. All right,
You
and player's
could aim right
handbook.
behind the turkey and have the radius be acceptable.
Yeah, do that. Aim right behind.
I mean, I didn't even aim at that turkey. It ended up on the opposite turkey or whatever.
No,
so.
that didn't
No, no.
happen. That was because
I'm
was using
centering
two
I'm centering it on
different
Goblin 2, but given the size of it, that radius affects Grace and Shell. If you want to roll intelligence, I'll let you change where you targeted it.
Whoop.
No, that's where you went. Okay, so
So
what
roll
kind of spell is
easy.
this? Is this a wizard spell? Sorcerer?
It could be either. It's from the evocation
Okay,
class.
it's fireball, right?
Sorc and wizard.
Okay, fireball. We go
Out of
in.
character, I'd like to apologize for this.
No worries.
No, that's fine. Everyone's
Just
blown
pick
someone
me
up with a
when I
fireball.
die.
As a matter of fact, since
I can do
you got it from
this.
An item, it makes more sense that you would misuse it.
Yeah. Okay, so
Just pick me up. That's fine. Like, just as long as you pick me up, that's fine.
we're gonna do we do a dexterity save, right? And what's the save for it?
Double checking. Your save, I believe it's 8 plus your proficiency skill plus your appropriate modifier. So your proficiency, I believe, should be 3 right now, correct?
I guess I'm proficiency with magic fireballs.
No, proficiency is a bonus you get for being proficient in something. You know, some of your skills have a little star next.
Ah, What am
That bonus is based on there's something on your character sheet,
Well, wouldn't the
it's
item
not
itself have a
LOS.
proficiency level? Isn't it just a level 1 item?
Proficiency is a skill that goes to a lot of things. On your character sheet, on the upper right, underneath your character picture, there's a thing that says prof. What's that number?
3.
Okay, so your proficiency is 3. So your saving throws when you cast a spell will always be 8 plus 3 plus whatever your modifier is for your spell cast. What skill do you cast with? Do you know?
She's not a caster. That's the
I'm not a
thing.
caster, is the thing. Yeah.
Oh, then it would be however the spell was made. So
I think it's
gonna be
just a
based
level
on
1
whoever made it.
item, really. Like, so
It was
So
made by a
it's gonna be
virtual
the
reality
lowest.
computer.
yeah, what's the low end AC there?
I think a low end, like fair one, would be like 12.
Okay, so if they go over 12, it's going to be half damage. So the first one takes half damage. Second one is half damage. Third one, half damage. Okay, yeah, so fourth one takes full damage. So, and what was it? Damage-wise?
8d6.
8d6. All right, so 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
A saving throw to
I rolled a saving dexterity throw.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
roll a
1, 2,
dexterity
3,
saving
4,
throw.
5, 6, 7, 8.
Is that a yes to me?
Okay,
Yeah,
so
yes.
Goblin 1 takes 36 damage and is instantly obliterated. Okay.
I'm sorry, I
Uh,
just
So,
didn't expect that plan to work at all, even a little bit.
All right,
So you
so
guys are aware, a goblin is a level 5 encounter, so each one of you could easily kill one of these without a problem.
Okay, but I'm still amused as hell.
yeah, no, it's
I'm very happy. It smells
it's-
good in here now.
it's just like it exploded.
I love how this train of thought went. We could cook them. Let's burn everything.
Okay, and then we say the second one takes 1, 2, 3,
I am
4.
attempting to put myself into the
Wait.
shoes of an Intel 4 orc child, and this
1,
is
2,
what
3.
my brain came up with.
This
You're
is
welcome.
yeah,
All
I
right,
would say
the second one takes 22 damage and explodes into a balmy paste. The third one takes 17 damage and is a crispy chicken nugget on the floor. All right, let's see here.
Whatever happens,
done
at
with-
least we got cooked turkey out of this exchange.
Cooked toothed turkey.
So should I roll my save now or when?
Okay, and the Goblin 5 gracefully falls to its death. So now, yes, Grace, go ahead and roll a dexterity save.
I rerolled mine, I got a
So what-
17.
Okay.
So what is the saving throw for me? Since I'm
For everyone, it's
Cast-
12.
12.
Oh, that's it.
Yep, as long as you go over 12, you'll take half damage.
Just straight dexterity.
Dexterity save.
A 1.
Great.
Dexterity save. That's dexterity check.
That's different.
Yes.
I mean,
Oh, my bad.
it's technically not, but it's the same.
Okay.
It ends
Under
up being
saves
the
and not
same
abilities.
It's the same. You got a 1
Cool.
though. All right, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and yeah. Whee! So you open up your arms and you embrace the flame. That's your 1. You're just like, take me, and take 44 fucking damage. And luckily, it was not quite enough to instantly kill you, but you are definitely unconscious and you're not doing well.
There's a
Well
loud
done.
beeping with the fireball, and a bunch of sprinklers come on for just a moment. But the water feels really nice on your skin.
Cool. So I get some
It's
lotion
healing.
water while dying.
Yeah, there's like potion
Yeah.
water raining down on you. A
Okay.
little tiny robot pops out of the wall, opens up the mouth of the unconscious player, pours a potion down it, and runs and goes back into the.
Okay.
This is a very nice spaceship.
Yeah, it's very nice.
All right. Well, what's that
It's
take him
basically
to?
the opposite of the last dungeon we were in.
You had a real opener, let me tell you.
All right.
Somebody let gully dwarves on the station. That's the problem. They let out all the monsters.
All right. So here you go.
What happens to my character? She's also in.
So
radius.
you are
You're
prone though, Grace. You're still on the ground, but you are no longer dead.
Yeah, the potions healed you.
Wonderful.
No.
It was such a wonderful.
Not fully though, right?
Yeah, no, fully. They're fully healed.
Oh, fully. Wow. Okay. It's like a fucking elixir.
I know, right? Such a nice dungeon.
There you go.
Oops, one of the players has
Ta-da.
almost killed themselves. How did this even happen this fast? Here you
You're,
go.
you're not entirely sure if it'll happen again, but it happened the first time.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's try
Now,
again. Let's throw a fireball.
Shell, what did
Yeah.
you rolled a
Yeah.
17?
I rolled a 17 on my saving throw.
Okay, and you take 19 damage.
Paper cut to shell.
It really is a paper cut to shell. You're fucking. Look at this. Look at this little kid's
This is why I
stats
wanted to
here.
stay in the back. This is why I wanted to stay in the back. Because I keep
It's like
getting
D&D,
dropped.
and here I thought I was. No, it's not only Star Citizen, Eric. We play D&D, and actually, yeah, you're welcome to join us with it sometime if you want. Would love here. If you're not already in the Discord, there you are. We're actually a variety group in the Super Friends. Okay, so
from Shell's perspective, she just cooked a bunch of turkey for us, and then her friend fell over, and a friendly robot came over and helped him, and it got really toasty warm in there.
And I'm gonna like lightly suggest that Shell be more careful where she throws the because I'm not a turkey, and you don't want to eat me.
lightly. So what's
Are you sure
lightly
about
suggest
that?
in character? Go ahead and in character lightly suggest that you not get murdered again.
Child, I'd really suggest you be more careful where you throw those, because as delicious as I might look, I trust I'm not as tasty dead.
Necron walks up and pats the kid on the head. Nice job.
I did it! I made a bunch of turkey! She sees you. She didn't
That
notice that you
was
got hit by the
beautiful.
fireball, and you seem to look okay now that you've had a
My
potion. She
clothes
does
are
not know what
half
happened.
burned.
Yeah, I
clothes are
made
half
it
burned.
It was like a big fiery sauna.
There we go.
Ah,
Look at all these
so
dead
much-
goblins. All right, so Necron, it's
Roll
your turn.
persuasion.
There's one conscious goblin.
Is the conscious goblin turkey not terrified of us?
I mean, he hasn't really had very
I'm
much time to
terrified of it.
consider it. This is all happened in a span of 4 seconds so far. Just FYI. I feel like
These
I
turkeys,
feel like
I'd get
through
in the
this
fucking
turn,
pod.
you're getting the robot's still like approaching you right now, okay? Like, so I'm gonna say for realism
You're well
purposes that Grace is still unconscious at this moment.
Oh, is he unconscious?
He's unconscious at this moment, and the robot's approaching him. Let's just keep in mind it's only been 4 seconds. What's up,
Okay.
Cat?
I'm just
I was gonna say, roll persuasion if you want to convince my character not to be throwing
Fantastic.
fireballs at things.
Yes, I would like a
Necron
brownie.
attacks it with his warhammer.
Okay, you can attack it with a warhammer, and it died. Congratulations. The goblins have ceased to exist in their former corporeal form, and you
see how
feel
their souls-
greatly satisfied. Also,
Yeah,
now the little robot comes up and shoves the healing potion in your mouth and goes, "Whoop, whoop, whoop." And there you go. Anything else you'd like to add, Troa, to that battle?
Nope, pretty good. Can we fill in just fill in a little bit more of the map?
Sure.
I gotta
Everything
hit the
except
bathroom. I'll be
lower
right back.
Ah,
Everything what?
Everything except the lower right, since no one's over there yet.
Okay.
I mean, everything in the main room, not the doors.
Oh.
and Meredith blinked, and everybody was dead.
What?
What?
I'm referring to the fact that your character didn't get a turn, and yet everything
Yeah.
just kind of resolved itself.
Yeah. Because I'm always last in these
Ah.
roles. I always get last. I
This
don't
new
know why,
this new
but I always
character
do.
has pretty low
My
That's
dexterity.
dexterity.
Power's
Yeah.
Yeah, the only thing is I have 20 AC, so they can't fucking hit me to save their life. So
And
nothing
you
can
probably have a lot of
fucking
health.
hit me.
Yeah, I mean, like, really, like, properly placed, a single fireball hit would have killed all of them, except Meredith was too far south, and Shell had too low of an intelligence roll to pull that off.
Well, at least I got turkey.
And at least Troa was running this encounter, because I don't think I would have been as nice. Love you too.
Thanks. The kids really like those. So
Yeah, they just
I
be like,
make
"Everybody is
sure
dead."
before they run.
Okay, so
me know if I got your curtain all the way.
Yeah, it doesn't always dispense potions. I'm just
that
putting
good?
that out there.
What's wrong, Cat?
Is that okay with your curtain?
Yeah, it's fine. Thank you.
You're very welcome.
Okay, here we are. So, Patrick is still standing there with the little gully dwarf on his back. Did the gully dwarf have anything to say during that encounter?
Nothing of merit. It's like a toddler prattling on.
Okay. Anyone interested in checking another room?
Yeah, I kind of wanted to check the whole mysteries area.
Does
that
someone
a
who's
wall?
not having a backpack full of rotten flesh want to collect the turkey carcasses that are surely delicious food now that they've been finely cooked?
I don't.
Is that an in-character request?
There's an out-of-character request.
Well, then no one heard it.
Okay,
Nope, that's all
in-character.
you.
The in-character.
That's all you.
Why do you guys let me do this?
There's nothing to be gained from collecting the goblin corpses.
But they're cooked turkeys.
They're
Yes, I
cooking
know
out.
that, but I don't want to play with that piece of scenery for the next hour.
Mm.
So there is nothing of use to be obtained from the bodies of the goblins.
Is
It
there?
is outside.
Sad
It's like
that I
outsider
risked the
flesh.
life and limbs of party members without being able to taste the sweet taste of turkey.
I mean, you can
Can I
taste it, but it's
Can I
Is there?
knock on this door that I'm standing in front of after having?
Cool. So you want to knock
you
on
can
it?
open the door.
Yeah, I would like to knock on the door before I open and see what I hear.
Go ahead and roll.
You're gobbling on the other side of the door.
Keep that
Cool.
close.
Can I just like with the marker I have in my pocket, write "fuck this" on that door?
You could write that, yeah.
I'm gonna write "fuck this" on that door and then just walk away.
A small robot comes out of the wall, goes up the wall, and cleans the writing off, and goes back inside.
Okay, Shell, do not open that door. Do not open the door. Do not open
Roll
the door.
persuasion.
Roll persuasion.
God damn it, can I?
Just hold
Roll
on,
a one.
did not
Roll a
do
one.
anything.
Roll a one. Roll a one.
Very persuaded.
All right, roll your counter.
Oh, right, I get counter persuasion thing. Is that
Shell,
charisma?
just please don't open the door. Remind me never to
You
say
just told the
anything.
little kid not to open the door. She's like, okay.
She goes, okay, do you want some turkey? And she holds up one of the corpses of the Turk goblins and starts feeding bits of it to her cat.
The cat
No,
seems
I
to like
said-
it.
No,
That's
I don't want
lucky.
any turkey. I say as I dust the soot off my burned clothes.
Okay.
You want to handle Rex's door next?
I would like. Can I do a? Is it perception? To see if fuck. Are
Just
there
knock
any
on the
windows on the
door.
doors? Like
One
any
second.
like.
Okay, so as you touch the door, you're pushed back as the door bursts open, and a humanoid thing comes running out of the room screaming.
Yeesh.
Child size? Size.
No, it's a
monster?
full human size. You think it's a golem? It's made out of some spongy and yellow.
Is it like screaming in pain? Screaming as in "fuck you"?
So it runs out about 2 panels behind where Meredith is standing, points back in the room and screams, "It's trying to eat me!" And then it looks around and goes, "Oh shit."
What's trying to eat you?
What's
You
trying
see
to?
you see a small gully dwarf standing in the doorway with some stuffing around her mouth. Yummy, big man tastes yummy.
Patrick,
Whoa!
can you convince the dwarf not to eat the large talking stuffing?
I have a better
It's
plan.
not stuffing.
What is
Aha.
it?
Try to persuade the tiny monster guy to come over here and eat turkey with me.
The little gully dwarf holds up a piece of technology. Me think you looking this. You kill food for me give you.
I
And
has
it holds
food.
up another dude. No, big food, and it points at the stuffing golem.
But I has like 4
The stuffing
turkeys.
golem.
Can I say that? Can I like, kind of like I don't know, and then just kind of slyly walk over to the. How far am I from the golem? Can I like walk over to him?
You guys got to roll. Now we're entering combat now.
Okay.
The golem goes, hey, and now he's in combat mode.
No, combat mode engaged. Hey!
Golems do not have a discernible gender, but it's definitely humanoid.
Okay.
Well, I didn't say I wanted to stab it. You know.
It just
Hey
happened.
man, hey.
Hey.
I just try and talk him down. You know, like hey,
Yeah,
man,
yeah.
like, hey, it's cool. I'm not gonna kill you. I didn't say that. I'm waiting for you to roll.
All right, let's see here.
Assuming my calming down isn't gonna work on the stuffing man.
It's clay golem based, right?
Hair golem.
They don't have hair. I got clay,
really?
flesh, gold, or iron, stone.
Flesh sounds the most accurate to me.
Sorry, the stats on the which is the weakest of them?
I think it's the flesh. Yeah, flesh.
No, they can't kill a flesh golem.
We can befriend a flesh golem.
They don't have hair.
Sorry, I didn't. Shit.
I mean, I could just change the health of it. They should be able to kill a flesh golem, no
I'm
problem.
pretty sure we can kill a flesh
Flesh
golem.
golems are immune to all forms of damage you're capable of inflicting. So
Really?
just remove that limiter. Will be.
Oh, I
They're
see.
immune to physical and magical damage. You have to have magically enchanted weapons to hurt them of a certain power level.
Gotcha.
They're
Oh.
super broken.
That sounds horrible.
Yes, flesh golems are one of the most terrifying things to ever have to face. You
Gotcha.
don't want to fight a flesh golem, even if you're level like 15. They're hard to kill.
Gotcha.
That
All right.
sounds horrible.
But I'm willing to watch you try.
No, I'm okay with this. I mean, technically, my weapons are magic. To a
True. Yours would probably do the trick.
And there's only certain schools of magic that will work, too.
I'm not willing to try, so I would rather us not. Can I just like, hey man, we're not trying to kill you. Like, what are you talking about? I don't have a knife. You know.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm gonna send you the stats for it, Gandhi.
Okay. Man, the golems are immune to almost everything.
Yeah, I specifically wanted to find one that wasn't. This one is just resistant, not immune.
Yeah, you have access to the book, right? You can look up these the ones that are actually here.
How do I open that again?
So you can kind of see what I'm doing here on. You go to the library, you can go to D&D Monster Manual, and then you go to images or NPCs and alphabetical index. Sorry. And then you can, like, once you're on challenge rating or alphabetical or class, you can search from there. So in the case of golems, there's only clay, flesh, iron, or stone, which are all super immune to shit. But it's got plenty of other stuff for us to base it on. I mean, if a golly dwarf's able to eat the thing's ass off, I don't think it's terribly immune to much.
There's a reason for that, though. We're gonna get to that later.
Okay.
Just ass eating, to the
Yeah.
next level. Ass consumption.
Oh, it's only a quarter challenge rate item.
Yeah, that's what I'm meaning. It's supposed to be really weak. It wasn't supposed to be hard to kill. So let's not even work. If you guys try to kill this thing, you kill it very easily.
Okay.
Can I
Well,
just stab it in the back with my rapier?
here, I'll go with.
The thing is, Gandy, I spent like 30 minutes looking through all the possible monsters that could cover what I wanted to do, and that was the only one that fit. So we can just say that there's a lot of other stuff in this area that we can still work with. You
Okay.
can try to talk it down if you want, or you can kill it. It's your guys' choice.
I want to be like, it's cool, we're not gonna kill you, as I slowly slide behind it, stab it. My magical.
I
Here.
need to ask you for
Warlock
information.
I'm
though.
rolling initiative for the team. Then we've got this is the hair golem. Okay, and then he's over there. He's visible. Okay, and I will make him bigger. All right, imagine that as turkey stuffing. Okay, problem solved.
And it smells like stovetop. It actually smells really good.
All right. Let me see. I'll be like, let me roll persuade, or like, who's first? Oh, the hair golem's first. All right, what would the hair golem do if it was he was first?
The hair golem would plead for mercy first. But
Okay.
it's very mechanical, like, please don't kill me. I don't wish to die.
Okay. Well, let's see how
Can we
convincing
ask
it
for
is.
Its arm. Let's just give it the gully dwarf its arm.
It has a charisma of 1.
Home.
So
Yeah, it asking to be left alive in a way you kind of want to kill it more now.
it rolled and it got a 10 with its -5 from having a 1. So
You don't want to kill me. It's not worth my delicious savory stuffing.
Just go
Okay,
slob
and
off its
Patrick-
arm.
Patrick Thomas Wagon, he goes next, and he's like, yeah, let's see, oh wait, he'd be
He's
charisma.
gonna say something Irish, right?
Yeah. I gotta see how well he does on his persuasion. The 13. All right, 13 versus the hair golem, who has a charisma save of 1. Okay, well, he's gonna do whatever the fuck I tell him to. So, hi. You seem very good smelling, but I'm not really feeling like eating you, hair golem. So why don't you go and get that little golly dwarf you're running away from, take away his technology, and bring him so that he can join me.
Well,
The golem just kind of stares off as if it's just some animated object that's programmed to beg for its own.
Well, you're a right piece of shite.
I don't want to
That's rather
die.
terrifying.
Please don't kill me.
I don't want to
we just start making fun of it, mocking it. Patrick just starts mocking it.
So
I
for
don't
anyone
want
that
to
doesn't
die.
know,
I'm a
golems are usually given a directive. Some
Oh,
very
to not
demented
die.
person made a delicious thing out of an edible object and made its directive to beg for its own life.
That's some Necron level twisted. I should see why you made this. 'Cause, you know, you.
I like throw a
dude,
sense of
nice.
humor.
So they built an ice golem, like carved the ice, or. All right, so
You can
so-
do that if you win the fight.
I think I use my turn to try and negotiate. Shall go ahead.
Shell has 0 interest in the golem and skips her turn.
But you have an interest in the.
Oh, gotcha. Snowman. Yeah, it hasn't snowed out here in Oregon yet. I'm looking forward to doing that with the kids
Roll
this year.
persuasion.
I got 2 boys.
No, I'm just saying. Do you have any interest in the thing we were tasked to collect?
I don't even think she realizes that we're tasked to collect
I mean,
something.
come on, dude. She's 8. She's not retarded.
Okay.
Intel 4.
Oh, she's 4.
Intel
She's got
4.
intelligence of 4.
Oh, okay.
She's
Yeah,
pretty
she's a little
stupid.
retarded.
All right, so Necron, your turn.
Okay, fine. All right, fine.
Oh, Necron's gonna run up and hit that thing with his warhammer as hard as he fucking can.
Sounds good.
That's not. See, that's my kind of sociopath. My kind of sociopath.
All right, it looks like you hit it. And it's wounded. Grace, what do you do?
Okay. I'm gonna be like, it's okay, buddy. You're not gonna die. We're not gonna kill you. And then I want to stab it in the chest with a very.
Okay, go ahead. Walk up to it and stab it in the chest.
Where is it?
A hair golem. What? Oh, this is a
buddy.
stuffing
You're
golem, to
not-
be clear.
You're fine. You're fine.
All right, go for it. Go for it. Go for it. Take out this hair golem. Oh wait, I called it. So he's supposed to be a stuffing golem, based
Yeah,
on
it's
a
a
hair
stuffing
golem. All right, he's a stuffing golem. My bad. My bad. I'm confusing my viewers here. They're like, oh, a hair golem. Oh, I don't know. I like, yes, it's a fake hair golem made
Okay,
from
so I
something
hit it.
else. That's a fake stuffing golem. Yeah, you hit it. I don't even have to look at your roll. You hit it, and you did damage to it. It hurts.
And then I
What
get
kind
to-
of sound does it make when it takes 13 damage? What would you say, Eric?
Have you ever dropped stuffing before?
Yeah.
Like a squelching, splurting sound. Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
a
it's
good
not
solid
bad,
floop,
it's
like
real
Eric
hard,
says.
even pudding.
All right.
And then I get to hit it again because of one of my features.
Okay. Go ahead.
Hit it again.
Oh, I was
I'm
supposed to get a
actually
second
remembering.
attack.
But you were so distracted by how good it felt.
Wait, so do I get my?
Yeah, you do, because you remembered.
Okay. Yeah, because I remembered finally. So do I have to roll I have to roll to hit it again?
Yep. They're like swoosh, and then they're like swoosh, and they're like whack. And the stuffing golem feels it and does not approve. It's a golem though, so it doesn't really
It's not even
disapprove
dead yet?
either. Oh, it's not dead. All right, Meredith, what do you do?
It is still begging for its own life, but with the same intensity it was original.
Just,
Even though it's got giant holes in it.
I mean, it was missing half its ass before.
Now it's got 2 giant holes in its chest.
What?
But did we just lose Gandy?
No, I'm here.
Oh, he's here. I'm trying to figure out what Meredith would do because it's a thing made of stuffing.
Yeah, well, I mean,
It's
But
a
she also
monster,
wants
and we need
info.
its death to complete our task.
do you like
For
have a feeling
benefit.
like? Does your god
needs
compel you
alive.
not to kill golems made of stuffing specifically?
I've actually, Rex, paladins are 100% okay with killing animated things. As a matter of fact, paladins generally hate things like golems because they're anathema to nature.
Oh,
There's only one type of golems paladins are cool with, and this isn't it. It's called an inevitable, and you really don't want to fight that.
so basically, I want to murder it as fast as possible.
Yeah.
I mean, this is
you
a
definitely
disgusting
wanna kill
abomination in your eyes.
It's an abomination
Okay.
against nature.
It's an abomination
I
against
give
nature
it
and
a
life.
sneer, and I do a wrathful smite because I am feeling up the level 2 spells, level 1 spells today.
I'm gonna
And
get this on point.
so
That's pretty on point with I want you to die horribly.
okay, so first I have to roll it on myself. So I do wrathful smite.
She's gonna do an AOE one and then and hit all of us too.
Not again.
Cass, like, no, not again.
How many times can we kill Grace with area effect spells in one day? Let's find out.
Honestly,
I'm a melee range caster. Come on.
Patrick Thomas Wagons only got 33 health too.
I hit him. I hit the golem.
All right, do the damage part. Do the damage part.
Hold on. I gotta move my shit. Here we go. So here's the bludgeoning effect. And
Ah.
the thing.
Oh no! What kind of sound does stuffing golem make when he's dead? No sound.
I'm just imagining like a snowman falling apart.
So I come over and
just
with the most disgusted look on my face, I fucking backswing my hammer up, and I smash his face into the ground.
Like a T-ball?
Like
As soon as
a
it
ball
stops
on a tee.
moving. Is it dead yet, Candy?
Oh,
It's
it's dead.
dying.
It's dead.
It said.
Super dead.
The
Super
gully
dead.
dwarf comes running out of the room and starts chewing on its toe. And it just bites it off. It really is made of hard-packed stuffing.
I smashed his face into the ground, so its head's
Who?
It's flat.
everywhere.
Really
Yeah,
violent.
it has no head. I smushed it from top to bottom. Let's go.
Yeah. All right.
It's just a pile.
All right, and then
Meredith on my
Patrick
shoulder.
Thomas Wagon.
That's the kind-
Patrick Thomas Wagon, he's like, "Hey, golly dwarf, you said you had some technology. I'd love to be having that and to have you follow me so that I feel real special like."
She takes you by the hand and takes a piece of stuffing with her, part of his pinky toe, and leads you into a science lab,
Nice. Cool.
which is the room the stuffing golem came out of. And there's like labs and vials and experimental equipment all over the inside of that, including a research paper about the stuffing golem.
All right, I now have 2 technical components, and I have 1 golly dwarf on my back and another holding my hand. This is a beautiful sight. Beautiful sight. Let me find. You go ahead and I'll reveal this area. You go ahead and describe it. I need to find a token for my little golly dwarf friends.
They both ask in unison if you're their daddy.
Why, of course I'm your daddy.
Yay! The other one goes, "What's a daddy?" And the first one goes, "I don't know, but you're supposed to want one."
Meredith, did you see the thing I wrote? Chat.
That's the kind of violence I like to see, Paladin. And I just
Yep.
snort. Just ugh.
You just snort.
Yeah, just like a piece of
Snorting
stuffing got stuck in
stuffing.
my nose, so I just snort. Wipe the edge of my hammer with my shoe to get the stuffing off of it, and then swing it back onto my back.
Necron looks down at the stuffing mess on the floor and looks back at you and raises an eye. Very impressive.
I go,
We're gonna
I hate
convert all of them to evil
I
eventually.
hate golems. Fucking disgrace. Fucking disgrace,
Hey,
and
as
I
long as
follow
you're killing
Patrick.
something, as long
I
as
said
something
fucking
dies,
disgrace, and I
don't
follow
care how you feel
Patrick.
about it.
I'm using the stats for goats for the golly dwarfs.
They're basically goats.
Does
Are
anyone want
ghosts
to?
that can talk.
You guys want to investigate another room or more into the current room?
Let's look more into the current room.
I'm gonna do more into the current room because I want to see if there's anything related to Michael. To
All right, everybody
tame
make
Ursa Major.
roll
Okay,
something
so-
like investigation or insight to search.
Can I roll Arcana to look for?
All right, so
Oh,
they're in this
absolutely, you
room.
can roll that.
I
Knowledge,
don't know
arcana,
stuffing.
knowledge skills will apply.
Oh, that's not bad.
Roll a one,
16.
damn it.
What? No, I'm eating the stuffing. I didn't come in here.
Okay.
Unless someone waved a
make-
shiny
everyone
laser
can make
beam
2
or
checks.
something.
All right. Well, I'll look in from the outside here.
God damn it.
Yep, there were golems here. That's all you know. All
What
right,
did you-
Meredith,
16.
you found a paper outlining the reason the golem was created in the first.
Damn it! I was hoping for something with Ursa Major, but
Maybe you should
Can I
the
read it?
paper.
They attempted to make food that moved itself from room to room, so they found a way to animate the food so it could literally walk itself to where it needed to be. Unfortunately, when the gully dwarves were brought on the station, they started eating the golem, so it programmed it to beg for its own life. Unfortunately, that just enticed the gully dwarves further, and it was deemed a failure.
Oh.
Sounds
Particular
like success
gully
to me.
dwarf. It mentions this particular gully dwarf by name, which is hold on, Dodu, D-O-D-U. She figured out how the machine works. She must be a very intelligent gully dwarf. It involved 2 buttons, and she'd been creating these and eating them for people.
So we need to find Dodu.
That's the
see
one that
how-
just gave you
Yeah.
the piece.
Yeah, the Dodu's with us.
Oh shit! Okay, cool. We got
Dodu
them.
is the paper describes her as the smartest living gully dwarf.
Okay, so we got the smartest one.
All right.
So she's almost as
Great.
smart as Shell.
Oh,
Who is smarter, this Goey Dwarf or Shell?
Eric from Twitch says, here's the problem. Imagine the stuffing golem trying to climb into the body of a giant bird. Effed up.
That how
Like a
do you
chicken.
know?
Wearing
Are
a
you guys
chicken
aware
suit.
of there's a bird called a rock. It's a colossal plus-size bird, meaning it's bigger than a dragon.
That
So,
would
yeah.
work. Right up the arse. Okay. So
A bunch of stuffing golems driving a rock around like a plane. But like
They
it's
could
giant
literally-
intestine.
Animated stuffing could literally wiggle its way into the best crevices to be the most tasty, and it could do so after it's been cooked.
That's Jesus Christ.
Question:
Wiggle
does
it,
the paper
stuff it.
detail what Dodu's intel score actually is?
Yes, it is it's an uncanny one for a gully dwarf. You assume out of game, it's about an 8.
Holy
Wow.
shit.
She's smarter
However-
than Shell. She's twice
However,
as
her
smart as
wisdom
Shell.
is about a 3.
Okay, so I have more wisdom by a lot.
So she can read a book, but she can't do anything with it.
that's
Between
right,
the
Eric.
two of us,
That's
we have
right.
a functioning human being.
Through all of her intelligence put together, she was able to understand the concept of pressing 2 buttons at the same time.
It's amazing. All right.
Oh,
So, Patrick's gonna say, "Okay, Daddy wants to know what room we should go to next. Where do you think we should go, little buddies?"
yes, ask,
They both
ask the
shrug.
Goey Dwarf.
Okay, that sounds great. I like your planning. He walks over to the next
We
door.
should go to the flavor room, one of them said.
Oh,
that?
where's the flavor room? I like flavor.
It's the room where the flavor monster lives.
Very nice. Oh, wait, you said a flavor monster?
Yeah, the flavor monster. It smells good, but we can't hurt it.
Oh, I see. Well then, you should show us where it is, so that we'll know where it is.
They walk
Yes,
you over
please.
there.
Okay.
Like little kids guiding you.
My character senses food and small children and follows you.
My character
Okay.
says we're all gonna die.
Okay, so Patrick is
I
going
just
to try
follow.
and convince Shell to open the door.
Is it not open? Is it locked?
No, as
What
in like
happened?
I don't want to be the one who opens it. So I'm
That's
going to
fair.
use my sense of my skill of persuasion.
I'm just gonna
Gilly
do that.
Gully saw Gilly Gully go in there to taste the flavor monster, but Gilly Gully never came out.
All right.
Okay, I didn't see what you rolled, but I
So
don't
16.
assume my character's
Okay,
going to resist
yeah.
you anyway. It's pretty helpful if you ask.
All right. Oh, little girl, you should be opening that door so you can find the flavor monster, so that we might give it a taste. Doesn't that
What does
sound
it-
good?
What does the door
Okay.
look like? Does it have like candles and stuff?
What?
No, it's just a regular sliding space station door.
And I'm gonna.
Well then, there's only one way to open doors like this. I pull out my axe.
Yeah.
The one of the gully dwarfs puts her hand on your knuckles and says, "Watch," and she presses the button. Only one button, and the door opens.
Is it the smart one?
Yes.
My character's
There
mind
you
is
go.
blown.
All right, Dodo the gully dwarf is standing next to you, touching your hand while pressing a button. 2 things at the same time.
We have one functioning adult in a trench coat.
Okay. Okay, so we open up, and what sound does the door make?
Oh, there's a slurpy sound as it opens. There's something inside the room stuck up against it. Something thick and brown and smells kind of like
Cool.
meat.
All right, Patrick Thomas Wagon says, "Dodo, get back behind me, girl."
You can see through the transparent brownish liquid the bones of a gully dwarf floating inside. Put out the gravy golem. Not
Okay.
golem, a gravy slime. We're going to use purple slime as a template.
Okay.
This is a slime, guys. Have fun. Everybody, get ready
no.
to fight.
I know what a slime is, but I
We
don't know
fought
what
slimes.
My character has no fear of the good smelling slime.
What
other
color?
gully
What color
dwarf
slime
goes-
was this?
Purple.
Well, you're gonna be the first to die.
The other gully dwarf goes.
God damn, we've done slimes before. Why is this thing being so stupid?
Oh yeah, I remember the pudding slime. Those were days. I'm very lucky that my character did not try to eat the pig.
I got purple worm.
I
No,
think
we
she
could
was out of
supplement
range.
another low-level slime, but the purple was the best.
The slimes aren't showing up on this NPC list. That's the thing. Let's see here. Monster manual. NPCs. They're in the standard monster manual, right?
Almost positive. I pulled them out of the monster manual directly.
I've got a purple worm. What's the challenge rating on it?
Double checking now.
Let's see.
3.
If you close that, open the master NPC list from the top, it will ignore the book. Okay. Let me check that.
I could send you the stats again if you want. Next time
Thanks
I'll
for
have
that.
to log in and find them out of this book.
Yeah, we just gotta find them in here. What CR was it?
3.
3.
3. Okay, so let's look at the 3 level ones here. Now I know black pudding is a slime type. If we wanted to take that and adjust.
Yeah, let's look at black pudding.
All right, so black pudding is a challenge of 4, but we could just
That's fine.
adjust. Yeah, I think that'll work
No,
fine.
4 is fine. Make it handle up to 10.
Okay. Yeah, I mean this group has fought worse than that at a lower level, so
They could probably handle 2 of these. Let's make it 2 of them.
sounds
Oh,
good.
great. 2 things for me to fall down to.
All right, and this was what was it? A gravy slime?
A gravy slime, yeah. We'll
Okay.
call it a gravy pudding. Why don't
A
we just
gravy
change it
gravy
up a little?
pudding. All right, sure, gravy pudding.
For anyone watching in the UK, I know,
Nice.
pudding is normally dessert.
I mean, with the amount of blood that's probably in it, it's probably a black pudding at this point.
True.
With the amount of blood from that fucking...
All right, I can give you that there.
I need to get a cookie. I'll be 1 moment.
I want ice cream.
I don't get paid till when I'm...
All right, rolling initiative for everyone.
Okay.
How are the
Last
Starship
day?
Trooper books, Nuclear Fire?
I hope I don't
Okay,
get
so
burned
group to all.
again.
Thanks for thanks for that info, by
God,
the
I
way,
hope
Eric.
if it's a slime, I hope it's not like Vel. I hope it's not like Rex's fucking shit. She got absorbed into the fucking slime. Black goo. Universe.
Dodo.
Gotcha. Yeah, I figured it was a third-party creature. Hey, Eric is always pulling stuff from like out of random codexes, just because he's so used to playing like so much D&D.
He just pulls shit from nowhere.
Well, it's just like he wanted to have the Muppet class. Like he wanted to main as a Muppet.
Being a dungeon is harder than it sounds.
Yeah, well, we just got to do like these encounters together ahead of time. That'll be no problem.
Yeah, next time I'll just use the bestiary in game to pick them.
Yeah. All right, so here we go. We've got 2 gravy puddings, and they're full of little gully dwarf bones, and
Just
And-
1 gully dwarf, though.
there's lots of bones in a gully dwarf.
They're all just one solid bone.
All right, so I already rolled initiative, and let's go ahead and see what happens. We've got Shell. Okay, Patrick is first. He's going to what shall he do? I think he will.
Wait, there's two of them?
I'm like
Sorry,
tempted.
I blinked
Do
and
not-
suddenly there's two of them.
Yeah, there's two.
Puddings do not have a consciousness, so spells that play on that won't work. On
Yeah,
them.
yeah, I know. It's just I was tempted to just cast Limon's tiny hut and go in it, but you know.
Hello there.
Let's see here. I guess. Hey, Fry Face, how you doing?
I'm gonna go get ice cream. I'll be right back.
All right, sounds good. And
Wait, what's my
your-
my place for the
your
roll?
your turns last as usual.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Cool. All right.
Okay.
I'm gonna go get some ice cream. I'll be right back.
Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and cast True Strike on Shell.
You casting what?
True Strike. It gives you
Oh.
advantage on your roll. And
Okay.
and then I'm gonna give you an inspiring speech, okay? I'll be like, "You got this, Shell. You can do it. Look at those things. They're just gravy. You're not scared at all, girl."
I mean, she wasn't, but she'll accept that.
All right,
Even if
Necron.
you're doing well, sometimes words of praise still help.
Yeah,
That's fair.
there you go.
Hmm.
Fry
There's
Face,
a reason you
is
don't
this your
hear
first
a lot
time on
of
the show? Welcome.
demotivational speeches.
I kind of like playing a little bard character.
I think what you did to that priest might count as a demotivational speech, right?
Yeah, but no, my Patrick Thomas Wagon is a feckin' leprechaun, and he is built completely around using persuasion. Like he went the cutting words method where you can actually hurt
You
people.
insult someone to death.
You can.
Cutting words means you hurl an insult at somebody as an interrupt, and you roll a d6 and it subtracts from their save. It's really cool.
You can just call them a bitch until they die.
Just that way they slip on your trap or they don't dodge after all.
The cool thing is, because it counts as an interrupt ability, you can use it for the saves of your own spells. But it
Nice.
counts as a use of your inspirations for the day. So you can do that however many times a day your charisma modifier is.
Oh, okay, cool. And my charisma modifier is 5.
Inspirations are a little different from the last one. Inspirations are you tell a person that they've become inspired, and they can, at their discretion, anytime throughout the day, add a d6 to a roll after they've rolled, but before they know if it succeeds or fails.
Gotcha.
So that's important to know, because it's one of the coolest things you could do is you would inspire someone, and then they have to remember they have that inspirational use.
Oh, and for you, Fryface, welcome to the world of Dungeons and Dragons. Happy to have you here. We actually have a lot of people on this particular game that are new. I do bring people in to, like, you can spin a character up if you just wanted to practice with us. Next session, we do this every other week on Thursday. And if you join the Discord, I can get you in the roleplay channel. And if you have any questions about Dungeons and Dragons, we have a lot of experienced players too. Okay, so who is next? We've got Necron. What are you doing? You're pretty far down there. So
Yeah, I was busy running stuff. Can we just say that he was out, please?
sure. There you go.
Yeah, I'll walk up here and I'll cast the spell, Guiding Bolt.
Sounds good. I just love the idea of this little fucking leprechaun with his 2 gully dwarf friends. Okay.
You're basically as tall as a normal human.
Yeah, okay, so guiding bolt. Go ahead and cast it. It's a hit.
Wait, did I do that right?
You granted advantage to the.
No, I didn't mean to do that.
Whoopsie.
Gotcha. So you're playing in someone else's campaign for the
Yeah.
first
Here we
time?
go, I found it.
I has a cat.
There we go. 20 damage to the gravy pudding. It is wounded.
Ah, you little. Wait, hold on. He needs to say something. I only wish you could feel this pain.
That's very appropriate. It's
It reminds me of some of the older video games based on D&D.
Absolutely. That is totally him.
That's like what you're going after, the little angry dwarf from the old video games. All right, and Dodo the Golly dwarf.
I thought it was Dodo.
Sure.
Cat.
I think they're smart enough. Dodo's at least smart enough. She's not gonna run up and hit it. Grace, what are you gonna do?
I wanna cast a spell. Well, too bad I'm not gonna kill everyone.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Okay, so the grid's
That's my
not
dad.
on, so I don't know how big my.
Which spell are you trying to do?
I want to see if I can do shatter, but I don't. I don't know how far apart they are.
Okay, shatter. What level spell is it? Shatter.
It's a level 2 spell, and it.
Each creature in a 10-foot radius. Okay, yeah, you got the right radius. Centered at the point must make a Constitution saving throw. A creature takes 3d8 thunder damage on a failed save, or half on a successful one, and non-magical. Okay. So yeah,
I'm gonna cast. Okay.
you casting it at level 1 or level 2 or level 3?
At level 3.
Okay. And it's a 60-foot range. Can Eric, can this get cast through line of sight? Does he have to have line of sight to the point?
If it says line of sight, then yes. But he can move into line of sight.
Yeah, I'm gonna step so I can see through the door.
Okay, yeah, I think if you just move like right there, then you should be able to see between those 2 points, and then you're gonna.
Okay, so. Sorry.
That would make the most sense. Is right there.
Yeah, and then you drag that con DC 16 onto each of the creatures. And okay, so they failed. How about the other one?
They both failed.
Okay. And how long does this thing last? It's instantaneous, so it's one hit. Okay. So now you can just drag the damage onto each of them. All right, 15 damage to Gravy Pudding 1, and 13 damage to the other Gravy Pudding. Very well done. Is there anything you'd like to shout at the Gravy Pudding while you cast?
Can't you eat like civilized people?
Okay. Gully Dwarf 1 is going to try and run away. Probably. Yeah, sure. He's starting to run away. There you go.
We're bringing children into this.
All right, Shell, go ahead. It's your turn. I spell shit for a song like Yankee Doodle. The squad list is on the cup. Want your
My defense, no one is in this room except for me and the big monsters.
You know what? Fair.
25 miles sector. That's not too bad.
I only have a couple fireballs though. We want to use it if it's going to be really effective.
I don't really have
Really
context.
You know when it's gonna kill your teammate.
All right, you have a good night too, Fry
They were
Face.
turkeys. It's a Thanksgiving dungeon. I had to.
Okay, so
I had to.
all right, so you're.
What are you doing?
Well, we're gonna
Okay,
attack.
you hit it for sure.
Womp.
Okay,
And I get to swing twice, so let's go again.
yeah, it's a critical hit, and he takes 0 damage from both hits.
Wow, he has crazy resistance. Maybe I will throw a fireball at him.
Is Rex back?
I said I was back.
Let me see here. Which weapon
So,
were you using?
When it's your turn, Rex, there's something you may be interested in.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. So both of your hits have no effect. So your weapon slides through it and it makes a slurpy gravy sound, but it just kind of falls back in place. Like you separated and the gravy fell back down into a pile, and it doesn't care.
Well,
Okay, gravy pudding, number 1. He's going to go and he's going to bludgeon Shell. And he misses. And then the other one is going to come and bludgeon Shell as well. And he misses.
I have the look of the
Meredith.
artist in here.
What do you do?
Okay, Tro, what was your share?
Okay, so 2 things. Make
can't
an
wait for mech
intelligence
suits.
check for me.
Oh God.
At least you're not
Save
beyond.
or regular?
Just regular
Just
check.
regular intelligence or wisdom, whichever is higher.
Oh shit!
Natural 20. You notice the sword slashing through it, and you think it may have some type of immunity to cutting damage. Like maybe you should do something magically imbued, or I don't know, smite-like on. I'm going to teach you about charging in 5th edition real quick. Charging, the downside to charging is anything that you pass by would get an attack of opportunity against you because you're recklessly charging. You have to move at least 10 feet and you cannot change directions, but when you hit the bad guy, you get to hit them with advantage.
Okay.
You can charge that slime right now because you can move through enemies freely.
Yeah.
And charge
one of
lets
them
you
dead?
move
Move
double your
through
movement
friends,
speed
you mean,
or
not
more.
enemies.
Yeah, you can move through enemies. So you could basically do this
Yeah,
and
you-
attack with advantage because you have a direct line of sight on it.
yeah.
Okay.
And you could do like Wrathful Smite or something like that.
Yeah, if you use a magically imbued attack, it should go through its defenses. You're pretty sure with that natural 20.
What about branding smite?
Just smite.
Yeah, I'm gonna do branding smite.
Doesn't that do for the next attack though?
When you hit a creature with a weapon attack before the spell ends. Oh, the next time
think
you hit a creature.
Thunderous Smite would probably be best.
Aren't smite
Okay.
bonus action?
It's
Pull up
the first
Thunderous
time you
Smite
hit
for me.
a melee weapon attack during the spell's duration, your weapon rings with thunder. Okay, and does another 2d6 damage. So it's a concentration spell up to 1 minute. I don't know that she could cast it, move, and charge. Like she would have to cast one of the spells, and then
It just wouldn't be a charge, so you wouldn't have advantage. You could still walk that distance in your turn.
okay, and attack.
Oh, 'cause is it like I thought the
It's-
smite happens as
No, I can.
you don't
Yeah,
have to
I can-
you just attack, right?
Yeah.
Or is it a level
No,
1 spell
it's-
you have to cast it on your
It's
sword
an
first?
effect. It's an effect that she puts on herself. Look
Look
at these. These are all self done. They affect the self, and then they apply to the next one. So she would.
They're cast as a bonus action.
Oh, they are. Okay, then you'd be good to even do.
Wait, I can attack twice though.
Yeah, but
Yes, you can.
attacking twice. So if it's a bonus action, that's okay. You can put.
Mhm.
I still think
then I
your
only attack
initial
once.
thought of the thunder or branding, any of those would work well. You
Okay.
basically drag that effect, the damage 2d6 thunder roll self, onto yourself. Okay.
Yeah, like I did with the wrathful one, right?
Exactly.
That's what I did. Yeah. So because I always have 2 turns, so I'll just. Okay. So what I'll do is,
Okay. Well, that's.
as I'm walking to the slime,
I'd never heard of the skinny's nuclear
I
fire.
do this. So I take my hammer off my back and I drag it across the ground, and I put that thing on it, and then let's see if this works.
And so she gets advantage on the attack.
No, because I walked up to it, I didn't charge.
Remember, anytime you flank an opponent, you also have advantage when you attack as well.
What counts as flank?
In this case,
Yeah.
she's not flanking it though.
No,
Like,
I'm just.
flanking is if you have it cornered or if you have people on both sides of it.
I guess if she positioned herself like that, it'd be flanked.
But she can't. It doesn't matter. She's charging and she's getting advantage from the charge, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But I'm
if
not
you're gonna
charging.
charge,
But
so
why
I can-
why wouldn't you charge in this case?
You would definitely charge because you can, because it's a bonus action.
Oh, okay. So then I charge, and I do the thing. So it's not thunderous, and then I charge, and then
You'd probably
I
do
hit it.
something really cool, like you'd get this mad look on your face, and as you start to move, you'd imbue the energy into your sword and rush
And it
forward.
sparks on the
Yeah.
ground as I drag it. Yeah.
Yeah. You'd probably
there you
scream
go.
something about your god in the process.
Fuck! I missed. Oh, I hit it.
You're
Okay,
not
good.
hard to hit. Oh, you have a high strength.
Yeah, plus you got a +5 to that. That's the charge. Like,
And you're supposed to be rolling with advantage. That means you roll twice and take the highest.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So I roll twice.
Yeah, well, you roll a second time just to see if you get a crit.
yeah. See if you got a crit.
I got a 12 on.
Roll another
They're both-
attack just in case.
I did. That was 2 attacks. I got
not-
the same
not-
though.
They were
Okay.
Roll another d20.
Yeah, just roll.
Oh. Rolling a d12.
Yeah,
Okay.
you weren't. I mean, you weren't supposed to roll damage twice,
Fuck. Okay. So just
but
add 12
you hit it twice, right? So that's fine
What?
because you get to
Got two
attack
attacks.
twice.
You get it.
Yeah, you get a double attack,
But I
right? So
moved and I also imbued the thing and then I charged.
yeah, I'm not really gonna think about it anymore. Let's just say that happened. Cool, very nice.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
All right.
That's legit. You get 2 attacks. You're a 5th level character.
But wouldn't
You
applying
no,
the thing.
you're thinking of monks would be different. Monks use a bonus action as an attack. Fighters just get a second attack. When you
But-
attack, you hit twice. That's just a thing that happens now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, like when you
roll
attack, you attack
hit
twice.
twice. So for D&D, for anyone that doesn't know, what's happening in combat, people are generally just
There, what?
they're just swinging their swords wildly. If you ever seen people fight with weapons for real, it looks messy and gross. In that 6-second period, only a few of your hits actually count. The more experienced you become, the more of your wild swings start to matter, and that's why you're supposed to get more attacks as you level up.
Okay. Yeah, I guess
Oh,
you
okay.
generally do swing more than once in 6 seconds.
So
Yeah,
I
it's-
smash down and I smash to the side.
Dude, I want to see a depiction of what you just described, though. Like level 1 characters just and then one hit.
Dude, I will find videos for you of movies in the SCA and fights. It's so fun. They're just banging on each other with maces and full plate armor. One of them just falls over eventually. It's hilarious.
I'd watch that.
I'll find some good videos. I know a guy that's in it. He has a few.
Okay, so let's see here. Patrick's gonna kind of position himself so he can see the battlefield, and he's going to let's see. What should he do? What should he do? I
call the
think.
slime's mother a name.
You should
I'd s-
inform my character that she cannot do damage with a weapon because I rolled a 1 on my wisdom, even though my wisdom is 10.
Should I say it?
I mean,
Well,
someone say
It's
something.
my turn. I did.
Well, I was the only one that noticed. So
All right. Well, I'm gonna.
Okay,
I'm gonna,
but I did do 0 damage with 2 hits.
All right. I persuade you with a 24 roll. Shell. I would like. Shell. Hit it with magic. Boom, boom, boom.
I have
Not the
magic.
boom, no.
You may want to consider leaving the room.
All right, and then let's see here. I'm going to cast True Strike on Meredith.
You say boom.
Yeah?
Yes, I cast True Strike on you. So now you, it's a cantrip for me. It doesn't even take a spell slot. I can give people True Strike every turn if I so choose. All right, and Necron, it's your turn.
All right. Which of these two looks like they're more beat up?
I think it
I
really
do.
is nice. Sorry, hold on.
There
we go.
They meant the slimes.
What? I have 19 damage. I look more beat up.
The gravy pudding does.
Aren't they both gravy pudding?
Yes. The one in front of Meredith. It looks.
Let's just.
It just looks a little more creamy.
I have taken 19 damage and am oozing blood. I am totally delicious.
You're barely affected.
I mean, I have 70 health, so 20 isn't that much to be missing. But
Yeah.
still, I am bleeding and Meredith isn't.
Bleeding.
Does she even have any damage on her? She looks to be fine.
So she.
Taste the
only one dead
unfiery
right now.
pain of my goddess.
Okay. Is that the sound he makes? All right, he does.
Yeah, he really does make a pew pew sound.
All right, he goes and does 11 damage to the gravy pudding. The gravy pudding, if it had feelings, would not be feeling good right now. Dodo the Gully Dwarf is jeering along with Patrick Thomas. I'm like, get him, he smells delicious. All right, and then Grace, what do you do? You are aware I just told the little girl to use magic.
Okay. I'm glad I'm not in the room.
But the door is still open.
I would imagine the door would protect me slightly.
Either
If I-
consider closing the door and pulling Meredith out, or consider persuading my character to wait until the coast is clear.
I'm fine. I'm happy. So I'm going.
You're the only one who has a turn before me, so
Cool.
it falls upon your shoulders.
Are you? I would hope that you're not. That after what happened in the main lobby, you're not going to throw another fireball.
I told you
Hey,
to
don't tell me
roll
if you're going
persuasion
to.
like 3 times.
I'm fine. I'm
Roll
fine with this
persuasion, darn it.
happening. Yeah, I'm fine with this happening. So I'm gonna roll to hit.
What happened? What did I miss? Here. Okay, you
I'm using Eldritch Blast on the more damaged gravy pudding.
okay, cool. And you did 15 damage.
No, that was my chance to hit.
Oh, what? No. Okay, yeah, 15. Go ahead and do the damage then.
That
2 damage.
plus 5 because I add my
You had what?
charisma to it because of one of my. So it's
Gotcha. We need to
7 damage.
adjust that spell then. All right, here we go. Here we go.
Cool.
All right, so now it is Gollydorf 1's turn. He's running away. All right, and Shell, what do you do?
Seems appropriate.
Yeah.
I have a wisdom of 10. Can I do some street smart stuff?
Yeah, actually, Gandor, it would start running away and then see the stuffing golem and start munching on it.
Okay, cool. It's just over here eating the the stuffing golem.
Yeah.
Perfect.
It would forget, and it's completely forgotten about the fight.
Cool. Even though it's happening just behind it. Nom, 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 nom.
Can't see it, doesn't matter.
Okay, Shell, what do you do?
Permission to do some street smart stuff that isn't intel related.
Like what?
Like, shove my party member out of this room so that it does not turn into an oven with all of my party in it.
Sure, roll wisdom.
Then don't throw a fireball.
Go, go, go.
Nope.
Come
What do you
on.
mean, don't throw a fireball?
I have a
understand.
wisdom of 10. It is supposed to be average.
Yep, that's well, you're running low average today.
I am.
You did
What
not
am I allowed
have
to
Rolled
do?
like 3 ones today.
you're allowed to throw your attack or not throw your attack. you know you want to do magic. Do you have any other alternative magic options?
I'm not a magic user. I have this necklace due to weird shenanigans.
Do it. Throw it. Do it.
Yep.
Come on.
I mean,
do it.
No party members would like to talk me out of it, or perhaps give me a
It's too
boost.
They
in
can't.
my
It's not their
attack,
turn.
or- sorry, a boost in my wisdom.
It's not possible in the 6 second span that has occurred. So
You're just a
And
time
I
bomb
can say
waiting
a lot
to
of
go
words
off.
in 6 seconds.
yeah, like that many. That's as many words as you can say in 6 seconds.
Wait, don't burn us all alive.
Yeah, that's.
Do it. Burn us all alive. Do it. So, do I
Grace
get
gives
any,
you
is there-
craps.
Is there any cover from like being through the doorway?
You're standing in the doorway and are going to die, and this is all your fault. Here you go.
You can throw it at the.
Oh
the
wow, I have perfect aim.
You can actually throw it at the far corner.
Like this one. Yeah. Your drawing tool doesn't like me. Do you mean this one?
Yeah, you can do that one or the other one.
This one seems like the logical one.
Sure.
There's a monster standing next to it.
Yeah. You can.
I throw the fireball then.
Cool. That was 20 feet, right?
Is this 20 feet?
Okay, so that's 5, 10, 15, 20. There you go. So it hits Shell,
What is this irony?
Meredith, and Necron.
I feel like this isn't how physics work. If you put a really powerful explosion in a tiny box, it's going to channel out the door and, like, do this sort of a thing.
You know, this is magic, not physics. Also, Necron, you have partial coverage. So whatever you got to do with 50% coverage, because you're right at the edge of the door. You were right here. So
I wouldn't go through the wall.
Exactly, that's my
The
point.
fireball would be contained completely in the room.
There's a door right here, though.
the door is open, right?
Oh, I see what you're saying.
So you have
What I'm saying
50%
is-
cover right now.
Shouldn't Grace be hit by it, though? If the door is open and the fireball has this much power, this much radius, shouldn't it channel through the door?
Real physics wise, yes. Magic D&D physics wise, no.
So 50% cover, I'll just roll the die, and if I get it even, I miss. It misses me, I mean.
Yeah, exactly.
Shall you try to kill
Okay,
me?
no, so I'll roll
I
these.
mean, now I am.
Okay.
Thanks.
damage.
You're telling me to burn Meredith alive.
So-
do whatever you
Burn
want
me
to do.
alive. Wait, don't
I
burn
did not
me.
move out of the way.
Did you not notice until I threw the fireball?
Okay, so
Like,
we've
you were gonna
got.
do it anyway.
Is she not paying attention that
I
whole
was
time?
attempting to ask you to talk my character.
Yeah, it's too late. All right, so full damage for the slime. Full damage.
You already
Okay,
threw it on top
half
of it
damage for
before.
slime 2.
My character didn't know what was going to happen. There was turkey.
Y'all
Okay.
had a chance to take away the necklace from the child.
4, 5, 8. All
What's
right.
that? An
That's
Intel
fair.
4 child with a necklace that sets
All
things
right,
on
34
fire?
damage to gravy pudding.
Oh,
Number
no.
1. All right, so that is. I love that you guys still left her with that thing.
Oh God, please don't kill me.
Oh.
I gave you a chance to talk me out of this like 3 times already.
She really did try. All right, and the
I
other.
tried hard.
Well, it wasn't my turn. There was no way I could.
I rolled an Intel wisdom of 5. I was not allowed to
It
do
was-
anything
we only
smart.
had 6 seconds. We weren't going to talk a child out of not doing something in 6 seconds.
You had your turn before her, and I told you this is going to happen. I tipped my hand.
Yeah, I really thought someone would have taken away the necklace from her by now. It wouldn't be hard to trick her.
I kept out of range.
If I learned anything from
Necron's
the
the one that
moment
would steal from
when
a child.
No,
If I
we're
were
gonna
to
after
anything-
this. We're gonna have a very long discussion.
All
The
right.
child
Fair
causes
enough.
I can wait.
destruction and chaos. Why would you ever
Of
take
course.
that away?
No, we'll have to.
All right, Shell, roll your
discuss with her that
roll
we
your
have the
dexterity,
empty
Shell.
area.
if I learned anything from the moment when I made a cake out of rotting human flesh, it's that there is no set of situations so horrible and so extreme that you guys will interfere with my character.
Nope. We just were like, this is great.
Yep, so you
I
should
like
start,
this kid.
you know.
I like this kid. She's got style.
Two of us
You
are
rolled a
evil, and then
20.
we have
All
Meredith.
right, a
You think
natural
it was
20
gonna
in this
stop you from
case.
doing something
I'm
dumb?
gonna say that you jumped out of the room, Shell.
Huzzah! I'm over. Oh, Jesus.
Nope.
Sorry.
But Meredith,
Sorry.
you haven't rolled yet.
What's dexterity?
Meredith is gonna
Fuck.
Roll dexterity.
This happens if you like space out during my turn.
You got a dangerous child in your midst. You got to keep focused.
Oh, shit.
it's-
Okay, I'm good. I'm
Nope,
good.
you're still gonna take half damage, but here we go. Here we go. Let's see. 4 d6s. You take 12 damage. Oh, that's not as bad as it could have been.
I leap out of the room.
No, you didn't leap out of the room. You didn't leap
No,
out of the room. It's not your
I'm still
turn.
stuck. Oh.
Oh, yeah,
You
it's
have
not your
time
turn.
to
You
do it.
just
Like,
you
just
just had an explosion happen in your face. All right, Gravy Pudding. Gravy Pudding is not
Wait,
pleased
didn't I
about.
hold up my shield?
Wait, why didn't they take
It's-
Did I hold
damage?
up my shield?
It's too late. It's too late. Your character. If you in 15 minutes can't pay attention, your character can't pay attention in 15 seconds.
Wait,
Um,
wait. Did they take damage from that? I didn't. See
they
them
took a
take
shit ton of
from that.
damage. Yeah. All right.
Okay.
We're gonna go after Meredith, and they hit with their pseudopod arms. And you only took 7.
Fuck that.
They did 19, but you absorbed most of it. That's pretty cool.
You typed in the damage in the wrong spot.
What?
You typed in 12 temp HP, not 12 damage. She got hit by the fireball.
Oh, they did temp HP?
Yeah,
Okay.
you put it in temp HP, not 1.
All right, so this should be 12 more.
Yeah.
What's 7 plus 12?
19.
There you go. Thank you. All right, the second Gravy Pudding, it also
Can
doesn't
I
like you.
block that then? With my shield? Like
Um,
I said for the last gravy?
I mean, you can, if you got your shield out, then you can point it.
I do.
in the,
I have
yeah.
equipped.
So, I mean, yeah, then
I
it
tried to
it,
block the
automa-
last one, but
it
you ignored
automatically
so-
it automatically gives you the AC. All right, it misses you. And Meredith, it's your turn.
Okay. So what's one that I can do? There's one that I could do. Multiple prayers. Divine Smite.
Okay.
How do I? Is there a way that I can?
I like your find a steed. See, you summon a spirit that assumes the form of an unusually intelligent,
No,
strong, and loyal
I said
steed.
Divine Smite.
I know. I'm just reading your spell. I was like,
Oh.
just picturing you pulling out a horse in the middle of the station.
Well, I was gonna pull out like a bear or something, or an elephant, something cool.
All
I
right.
can, whatever.
All right.
Extra damage. You can expand one spell slot to deal radiant damage to a target. In addition to the weapon's damage, the extra damage is 2d8 for first level spell slot, plus 1d8 for each spell level higher than the first. Okay, so how do I use it?
Which spell are you talking about?
Divine Smite.
Isn't it just like all the others, where you drag the effect over yourself and then hit the monster?
No, it doesn't have a question mark. It doesn't have a thing next to it.
Is it your feature?
It's a cantrip. It says spell, but there's no like.
It should.
What are you doing?
Divine Smite. It's a cantrip.
Yeah, it's okay. So starting at second level, when you hit a creature with a melee weapon attack, you can expend one spell slot to deal radiant damage to target in addition to the weapon's damage. The extra damage is 2d8 for a first level spell slot, 1d8 for each spell above the slot above that.
Oh, it takes place.
If you
of the
target is an
spell.
undead or a fiend, it does a maximum of 68.
Oh, it's okay. So I already used 2 spells today, so I can't even do that.
Wait,
Oh, shit.
no, you have 4 spell slots in the. You've got 5 spell slots of like so. What level spell did you do last time?
Level 1.
Cool.
And then another level 1.
Cool. So you have 4 level 2 slots and 3 level 1 slots.
Okay. So I
Right.
could do 1 more level 1 and then.
You could do 3 more level 1s and 4 more level 2s.
Okay. Well, shit. Okay. Well, I'll just do. Fucking.
I mean, you could do one of these smite ones. They're generally
Yeah.
better. Like the thunderous smite was a good one. Branding
Oh, is that
smite's a
still
level
activated?
2. No, it's for one
Oh, run round.
swipe.
Okay.
round. Yeah.
I'll do that again, and
That's actually
I'll-
pretty useful. It allows her to actually get around these stupid creatures that have like immunities.
I mean, at a certain point, doesn't everyone get access to
I'll
something
hit
to
that.
get through?
Whoa,
Yeah,
why
magical
did it do it
items.
twice?
In worst case, if you don't do any casting.
Okay,
Yeah,
hit it.
And like my weapons are just magic, you know.
Okay,
they're
Yeah.
it's
they're not
dead.
real.
Okay, cool.
And then for my second hit, I take that and I smash that one into the floor, into puddle, and then I swing my hammer to the side. And do I hit you, please? I hit you, yeah.
Okay.
And
Okay, cool.
and I
Since
smash
Cool.
it into the wall.
and you
I
use the
go,
hammer,
"Crack,
so the hammer
crack."
works. Yeah, as long as it's bludgeoning, you're okay. You can bludgeon it to
And
death.
like I do, so I smash it into the floor. I do kind of like this side skip hop, and I scrape it along the floor, and I swing it into the wall to the point where the
You
hammer
just
smashes
smear
it.
it everywhere.
Yeah, pretty much. The whole room is covered in gravy now. And then I take it out of the wall.
Chelsea
And
start
I-
dipping her
it
cursor.
Are
falls
they
to the
both
floor.
dead? 'Cause if not, you
Yeah.
still only have 6 seconds.
No, they're
Yeah.
dead.
Oh,
They're
they're
dead.
both dead. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I smashed them to bits. Great.
Necron's gonna spend the time healing himself.
All right.
He'll set a
I
little
can do-
fire and
oh.
spill the potion
Patrick's
in the
gonna
water.
go over and convince the Gully Dwarf to start following him again.
Can I do lay hands on Necron? To heal him?
Yeah, he's pretty badly burned.
Okay.
His beard's kind of like charred.
I
Actually, never. took
no,
damage
he took
from
no.
that.
Oh, you didn't take damage.
Oh, you're not wounded.
We
Oh,
shit,
didn't
I'll
we
just
didn't do
heal
the damage.
myself.
Let me figure out how much damage you took. It was it full damage?
Oh yeah.
Ooh. Oh boy.
All right. 40 damage. I'm pretty sure he's unconscious. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I just healed him for 25.
Cool. All right. Well, that's lucky for him. So that puts
40
you.
actually should be what I'm at.
I can do it twice. It's a cantrip.
No, that's so. I'll be at 25 health. No, I was pretty much at 0 because of that explosion.
Yeah. So that
Oh.
takes you to 25. Yeah, that took you to 0. Oh, what's
forgot
40
you
minus
were testing.
25?
No,
Let's see.
25 is what she healed me for. If I was exactly at 0, she would have
If he
healed
was,
me.
if
for-
he
Yeah,
was
so-
already...
You have 15 wound then. I was in, yeah, because it doesn't reverse. Okay, so there you go. Very nice. Necron went, ugh, and then you went, ha ha.
I'm gonna heal myself. Ow.
That was out of character.
That's not a Necron. Ow.
All right, so
everybody's got a taste of fireball.
cool. Does anyone want to get a Gully Dwarf bone out of that shit? I guess.
There we go. Another.
Are there
14
any party
health.
members who haven't been set on fire yet?
That-
So when
that
the,
would be
when
Patrick.
the
Can I
line
heal
goes
myself?
down, inside the Gully Dwarf bones, you find a technological component.
Cool.
Nice.
Go
I should
collect
have
the nasty
15
thing.
more health now, dude.
Okay.
Can I heal myself?
Why am I at 1?
You all know I'm going to do if you tell me.
That's
to collect the
one. That's one wound.
thing. Oh.
Oh, that's
That means
true.
you're at 39.
Damn.
I had 40 health. I took 40 damage, and then she healed me for 25.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I should be at 25, and then I healed myself again for 15, so I should be at 40.
Okay, well then there you go.
Is this stuff safe to
It's-
eat? Because
okay.
my
The
character is
wound,
totally
the
eating
wound
it.
is like that's 1 damage to you. That's not your health.
Oh,
Like so,
okay.
this would be if you were dying.
I understand.
Yeah, I had that.
That
problem
was
too.
what it
So
calculated
shit.
out as your total. You had 1 damage still. That's what I was saying.
That is really stupid.
Yep.
I mean, it makes sense to me.
Once you
it's-
understand it, it makes sense, but it is not intuitive.
All right, that's fair.
It is
Yeah,
not.
that's what I mean. It's not intuitive. I didn't even know WND meant. Okay. So it's inside. From what you could tell, it looks like the gully dwarf swallowed the component and then somehow ended up inside the gravy slime.
Somehow.
Fish it out and then
You can
wick
search
the
this
gravy
room if you
slime
want.
off of the chip, or whatever he's getting, the machine component.
There's both-
Is
there's
the
both
gravy
death,
slime? Is it
and
like
gully
the other
slime.
slimes where it's toxic?
Not once the magic and it's been dispelled.
Okay, now it's
Has
just
it been
gravy.
dispelled by now?
Yeah, now it's just gravy that also kind of smells like rotting flesh.
Sounds
It's
good
kind
to
of
me.
perfect to her.
Nom nom.
The gully dwarves bring over some of the stuffing golem's body parts and start dipping it in the gravy on the floor and eat.
All right.
Perfection. I've made friends.
Do you guys want to search this room or check out a different one?
I'll search this
Like,
room.
Like a glance around the room, yeah.
I will
need
do
some check.
investigation of 11.
Do you want to take the important machine part from my small, distractible child?
Patrick,
And
take the
Grace with
machine part.
11.
I'm also gonna have Necron roll.
Oh snap! I gotta go. It's almost 11. Sad times.
11.
So
We've
you
been
guys
doing this
find
for
some
3 hours.
information about a gully dwarf workforce. Necron is looking. He rolled a 17. He's looking through one of the particular papers and starts laughing hysterically.
Tell us
Oh.
what it says.
Oh, this is good. Sit down, kids. This is great. They got a gully dwarf workforce because they thought they could use their stupidity to exploit them. But apparently they're a little too chaotic and too stupid to control. For example, one of them killed an entire research team when they told her she could have the powers of fire breathing, so she set the room on fire in fear she would suffocate.
Oh,
Yes.
God.
Think about that one.
Right,
This
dude.
type of
I can
incredible
imagine.
stupidity
That's actually
makes them-
kind of smart at the same time.
according
You
to
can
this.
use it when we're not in range. How about that? You can use it when we're not in range.
Their stupidity made them impossible to control. They eventually started dismantling pieces of the station by mistake.
My character
Imagine
laughs,
having
but
so-
does not know it is funny.
Imagine having
It's-
someone as
these
smart
are
as a
just
child on your
basically
party.
smaller versions
I
of
know,
you,
right?
Lunar. Like you've done more damage to the party in this encounter so far than any enemy.
I keep giving you guys the chance to stop me, and you keep not taking it.
You keep doing it anyway.
Necron walks up and gives the kid a hug. Good job in that fight just now.
I did it good.
That was incredibly painful. I loved it.
Yeah.
If you want to hurt somebody, if you want to hurt your party members, just don't aim it at me. Aim it at Necron. Like that's fine. You know,
Oh,
you can
please.
incinerate the world. I don't
No,
care.
no. I believe in equality. We should be all hurt equally.
I'm hurt enough by being with you.
I don't mind sharing the pain with you. It's my
I'm
That's
hurt
friend.
enough
okay.
just
I'm-
being
I'm-
here. Can we move on, please?
No, this
You caused me
conversation
pain
is
by
quite
speaking.
unpleasant.
By speaking.
So-
I'm
I
fine.
walk away.
All right, Patrick
Yeah.
asks.
My character gives the remaining party members a group hug and says, "We're all friends."
Patrick
Okay.
asks
Don't
Doo where
Just don't burn me.
where she thinks there might be more cool shit.
Roll persuasion.
Yeah, I'm gonna need a roll. She's not sure now.
Do it. Roll persuasion.
Now she's not sure. Well, it's just, sure.
Just roll persuasion so I can stop setting you on fire.
What?
No.
Why do you not want to persuade me to not set you on fire?
All right, there you
Because
go.
I shouldn't
27.
have to
Is
tell
that
you what
good
to
enough?
do.
Then I'm gonna set you on fire.
Does she feel persuaded
That sounds like
to
a
point
you
me towards
problem.
something cool?
Huh?
She goes.
What happened?
After you talk to her for a while, she shrugs and points at the biggest door in the room in the north, in the center, and goes, "Just stay away from that door. That's where the big thing is."
Let's go there.
She goes, "Nuh-uh, it locked."
We have an axe. Who needs a key?
Okay. So we're like, hey, she says we should avoid that big door. Probably means we should be going in it.
So there seems to be a recess where some type of doodad would go. That would help you open the door.
Does it look like the pieces we've collected?
It looks like about 2/5 of the pieces you've collected.
Oh yeah, speaking of the pieces we collected. Hey Patrick, would you like to take this computer part from my character before she does something stupid with it?
Oh yes, please, Shell. Hand me that doodad.
Okay. And she hands you the doodad.
Yeah, I assume with our comparative charismas and intelligences, it shouldn't be a problem. All right,
Getting her to do
Patrick.
something right now is easy. Getting her to do something complicated or in the future is something you need to roll for.
Yeah, there you go.
Your both look a little uncomfortable. No, we broke open door into many, many, many pieces.
And why would that be?
Because it's scariest.
Oh, what if we be killing all the bad shit in there?
No bad shit, just scary.
Oh, really? Like oogly boogly?
Yes, a creature with many manies.
Many minis. Oh, this is good riddle.
It is a good riddle.
I mean, as a leprechaun, I'd imagine you appreciate a stupid riddle.
Yeah, I feel like it's very good riddle. Come, we'll go down south, far from the spooky door.
Dude,
Alright.
in reference to your thing about hitting it with your axe, it looks like it's made out of very, very thick steel.
All right, I open this door down directly south of us. Is there anything in there?
Oh yeah. Let me just check my little chart of evil. Oh, excellent. The gully dwarves just make a tisking sound when you go into that door, and they go like, "Uh-oh."
Oh, hold on.
All right, can I roll dexterity?
Oh no, there's nothing in the room except what looks like a round table with some felt on it and a deck of cards sitting in.
Okay, well, so they said uh-oh, and I'm going to generally trust that if something really stupid is afraid, that I should be afraid too. And then I'm going to, I think I'll persuade Meredith. She's right there. Let's see here. There you go. I rolled a 26. Meredith, counter roll on a charisma save. Rex, are you there? Did she have to go?
I have to go.
Oh, you have to go?
Yeah.
All right.
But there appears to be a complicated discussion taking place.
Just roll your charisma. Well, we were just going down to the southern door here. When are you heading out, Lunar, for Japan?
I was gonna try to head out at 11,
To
but I do want
Japan?
to get this resolved first.
You're going to Japan at 11?
Oh no, I'm going to bed.
Okay. Rex.
So yeah, that's what you see in the room, though. It's just a deck of cards sitting on top of a round table with some really weird arcane runes written.
All right. I just
Really?
tried to persuade everyone to go in. Why don't you
Really?
all counter roll?
No,
My
it's fine, let's
persuasion.
go in. I was only
Wait,
half
wait.
listening.
You all go into the room.
I'm not going in. I rolled persuasion of 26 versus the whole party, so I think everyone should have to roll for whether or not. If you don't care, then just go in. But if you're,
Yeah, I'll just push Patrick in and then follow him.
I'm too far away for you. You're all the way on the other side. Just if you want to do a grapple check, us two weak little things can
Fine,
do a
let's do
grapple check.
whatever.
I'll do a grapple check against you.
No, it's fine. I don't care. Whatever's
I'll
in
tell
that
my little
room is
golly
gonna be a
dwarfs
fucking
to help push behind me. Okay, so Meredith,
What's
Shall-
going on? You rolled 26. What's the 26 on?
just roll your counter in
Counter to
charisma.
what?
Charisma.
Who's
I'm persuading
who?
you to go into that room. It just
You're
has
telling
a
me to go
it
into
just
the
has a
room?
table. Just go into that room.
Okay. Is there a button on the door I can push?
It's already
Or
open.
near the door? Oh, okay.
I opened it, walked away, and said, "Y'all might be wanting to go in there first."
The room I'm
Yeah.
talking about is the one to the south, not the one to the right.
Oh, the one to the right was the one that I opened.
Oh, no, that, sorry, I described, that was not, there's nothing in there, that's the outside.
Oh, that's the outside? Okay.
That-
Well,
that's a
then
hangar,
we were
yeah.
going to the one that you were thinking. Sure, why not? That would have happened eventually.
Fixing continuity.
Da da da.
No, wrong again.
What?
What?
What door to the south?
How-
do you refer
how
to?
Do you
How are we
not?
supposed to know that's a door?
Do you not
Is this
know
also a door?
what south is?
Is this a door?
Just take us to
Stop,
the door
stop.
that we're at.
Guys,
Just take us to the door that
here's
we're
what's
at.
happening. You guys were here where I have Necron right now, and I meant to the south, which this room right here.
That's what I was talking about.
Oh.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's the room you're in now.
See,
You can
I didn't know
configure
this was a
yourself.
door. I thought this was part of the wall.
I was right out here with my golly dwarves, nice and safe. Everyone else went in.
As far as I'm concerned, south for here is everything here, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna
Yeah.
let's start using up, down, left, and right since we're in space and there's no cardinal direction.
Okay.
I mean,
Bottom part of the
same
map,
issue, though.
bottom right hand corner is where everyone is.
Okay.
This room has a different feel than the other rooms. The furniture appears to be made out of wood. There's a nice fan hanging from the ceiling and soft jazz music playing in the back. The table in the center is covered in green felt and a lot of black, weird arcane marking. A sense of foreboding comes from a deck of cards sitting at the center of the table.
What just happened?
So I need to go to bed, but I kind of want to resolve the weirdness before I go to bed. Can we take a second to resolve some weirdness?
Sure.
Absolutely.
So my character just set every one of the party members on fire, except Necrom, who managed to dodge it, but it was a close thing. Do any of you want to persuade her to be more careful with those in the future, or just straight up try to rip them from her hands?
You only have one
Really
charge
well.
left.
I only have one charge left.
It's unimportant.
It's yeah. What
Alright.
I think we're fine with
There's a
it.
party member who feels otherwise. Do they want to do something about that before I go, so I don't wake up
Okay.
to a bunch of weird conversations?
From where I'm sitting, I just.
I'm
don't
not
have
sure
to
what
worry
you're
about-
leading us towards. Is there something you're trying to get us to say?
Uh,
I'm not picking up
You
on the
guys hear me?
context of what you're saying.
I hear
I'm
you.
sorry.
Do we all hear?
I
So what? From where I'm sitting, I don't want to have to worry about every time you get something fun and cool that could kill us all. That I'm going to be standing in the way for you to kill me.
Y-
You know, I don't like spending time on the ground, and like I understand the whole persuade my intelligence 4 character not to do it, but like, can I just say, hey, try not to shoot at me next time you throw it in character, and that be enough? Like,
Yeah.
or like
You can
I
say
don't wanna
that.
be taking cool things from you just because I'm afraid you're gonna throw them in my direction.
You can say that, and if you say that and roll persuasion correctly once at any point, I will accept that for all future interactions. I just need you to roll one single time. Congratulations! She will be more careful.
basically, if you didn't roll a 1. All right.
You know, just for the reference, even in game, you're allowed to choose that your character change their mind about something. You
Yeah.
don't have to be persuaded. You can just decide your character changed their mind.
I mean, your character
Yeah, I
may
don't-
have realized that they set their friends on fire one too many times.
Yeah, I don't want to be rolling to play your character for you. I want
Yeah,
to make my frustration known, ask you in and out of character, like, hey, can we not hit me with something not, that could
Yeah,
be
but-
deemed appropriately.
Me saying
Between
roll
other
persuasion is just me
players-
making it official that your character actually did talk to my character.
Between other players, generally, roles start to become really annoying unless you can't resolve it through conversation.
Yeah.
Then it kind of feels like you're forcing each other to do things every time you open your mouth, and I don't find that very fun.
Oh,
So I say just talk
I
it out.
agree.
Try to
this is my
force
first
it.
time playing D&D, and we've been doing the roll for persuasion with party members
I
since
know,
the
I'm
beginning,
just
so I was a
saying-
little confused.
I'm thinking we should scale back on that a little, because
Yeah,
it
yeah.
seems to cause more frustration than anything.
Hmm.
And,
Okay.
and really, what it
The
comes
only
down
time
to
we
is
roll
if you,
can't agree.
or if it's something that would be kind of against the nature of your character or what their natural instinct would be, basically. If it's something you don't
I do
want
see
to do,
that as being
that's-
against her natural instincts, thinking about things before she does them.
Yeah, well,
Understanding that people get angry when something happens is something even a child could understand.
yeah. I mean, you have a high
I believe
wisdom.
that
You have a really high
Your
wisdom.
child would see that other people got upset when you set them on fire, and she
I believe that-
And I would
And-
imagine at this point that she'd be able to recognize the people around her are her friends, or at least not trying to act.
I also feel like
So-
Grace and Patrick in particular are gonna just give her a fair amount of distance whenever we're in combat, because
at this
will
point.
now.
yeah, like that's the way I've been playing it. Like my character's entertained by seeing people set on fire, regardless who they are. But he wants to make sure he's not set on fire in particular, not one of his things. All right,
And I'm
Okay, that's fair.
cool with
So-
that too. I just also want to be able to stand behind the beefier people when there's something that could kill me, because I haven't been enjoying spending a lot of our encounters on the ground.
Okay, sorry about that. I
You
didn't
know,
mean to
so-
kill your character
we
and
can-
then disregard their feelings on
We
being
can
murdered.
still do things tactically out of game that make in-game things a little easier to handle.
Yeah.
Like, even if
Like-
your character wouldn't, you can still try to not hit your teammate.
Like, I could hit Shatter in the center of the room because I want to see you all die, because Grace disdains people who aren't nice smelling. But I try to only hit. But if I, strike everyone down in the first room of the dungeon, well, everyone's kind of fucked.
including yourself, which is why you don't do that.
Including my,
I was gonna say, I think that's the real reason Grace hasn't killed everyone. Because then
Right.
you have to play with the ship below.
You'd have to do all the work. Fuck that noise.
right, you want to cause rampant destruction? Cool, me too. I would love to see the world Gandian and Troa build burn to the ground. But I'd like to be standing up and watching it instead of lying on the
Exactly.
ground with my middle finger towards you.
So,
Okay.
Patrick,
about that.
Patrick rolled a
Inside
10
the
on
room.
Arcana investigation. I don't assume that gets me much.
You are pretty sure that that's a magical deck of cards, and you're pretty sure that magical deck of cards are dangerous.
Oi, them cards look magical and dangerous. I don't know much more. I just thought I'd let you know.
Okay, can I roll Arcana? That any better?
That's a lot better. It's a 16.
Yeah, you're pretty sure that that is one of those chaotic deck of cards that do terrible and wonderful things.
Cool. Can I go and pick it up and throw it out the window?
Aw.
Is there a
you-
window?
You reach over the table and attempt to grab the cards.
Cool. Yeah, I would like to reach and grab the cards.
Okay, as you reach to grab the cards, there's a crack of thunder, and the lights dim and ray. There is now a luchador dressed up skeleton sitting at part of the table, staring at everybody. Like not luchador, Day de Muerte, Day of the Dead.
I like the
big ol'
luchador.
sombrero. And you know what? The skeleton is also wearing a luchador mask. He has a little
Perfect.
mustache.
Perfect.
It's cut open in the middle to let his little mustache come out.
I approve.
Ah.
Howdy. Hello there, Mr. Skeleton. How can I help?
How can you help? You do not know what this place is, my friend.
I don't. Wanna give me some info? I'd appreciate it.
I don't understand it either, but apparently this little room of my house exists on a starship.
Cool. Where do you live?
I live in another dimension from your own.
Does that dimension have a name?
It does indeed, yes.
Cool, cool. I get the feeling you're not gonna tell me.
My
The
favorite
dimension
answer.
is known as Ravenloft.
Okay, I don't know what that means.
Anyone wants to make a knowledge nature, knowledge history, knowledge arcana, or something to that nature, they can try.
Let me see.
Yep, I got a history of 21.
Nope.
Okay, 21 will
Wait.
get you something.
Her.
Oh,
Oh
history.
wow, was that an art? No, that was a
Oh,
knowledge
that's pretty
arcana.
damn good considering.
Okay, Shell, who rolled the knowledge arcana 21? Was that Grace?
That was Grace.
Yep.
Grace, you've heard of this place. You read a book about Ravenloft. Ravenloft is a dimension that exists for places that want to protect their own home plane. When an evil being of great enough power enters a forbidden area, the mists of Ravenloft pull them into a locked dimension they can never leave. The power of your own will creates a miniature world around yourself that you control based on your evilness and force of magic.
So, does that mean we're the ones that we're the evil ones or the skeleton?
From what you can tell, this is somehow a pocket dimension that exists on side of this space station that is touching on another reality. That is what your 21 knowledge arcana has gotten you.
What's my 21 history give me on the odds of this working out in our favor?
Ravenloft is a place that bad people go, and generally anything they offer you is bad. But not everyone in Ravenloft is evil. Just
I
the
mean,
people
we're evil,
in
so
power.
that's fine.
What do we get with our
Alright,
214s?
I mean, like, just
In
be
nature and
advised,
history.
this doesn't usually go in the good way.
You believe that they're telling the truth when if they explain this to you.
Yeah, I'm gonna explain to the party that shit is fucked. And anyway,
I know.
gonna
I guess I'm just wondering
sit
what my
down,
character
table, and-
naturally already knows.
So
Well, the other thing is the deck of many things, which is what this is, one of many. It's random. Half of the effects are very good, and half of them are very bad. Some of them are mixed.
Does Grace know that, or does my character know that?
Your character is aware that it is a mixed blessing. It's a basically pure chaos. Necron is drooling looking at it, but he is not taking a.
I love how you gave this to us. They're fucking ship without a captain.
I think that our party is basically already a deck of many things.
yeah.
Is this
Yeah.
a modified deck of many things? Because I know in the actual standard version, the deck has more bad things than good things.
You can make a roll if you want to know the name of this particular deck.
So it's
Yeah,
not a
what
homebrew?
roll? Is that Arcana?
Yeah.
16.
16 was a number. Once you know it's a deck, it is the Taroka variant of the deck of many.
Is that something I should look up, or?
I think
Generally, no, you really can't, but it's not quite as devastating as the more popular deck of many. And a lot of the things you get come with mixed blessings.
or as pointless as the deck of
Okay.
several things.
It could be anything from immediately aging to becoming stronger and faster, or faster but weak.
Cool. So I get the feeling this is a powerful artifact, right? Do I know this?
Excessively powerful, yes.
Oh man, I've missed
I
you.
draw a
Detect
card.
magic.
I've missed you, Robert Tito. How you been?
Does anyone have a
Where have
spell
you
to
been?
detect magic or analyze Dwemer or anything like that?
I think I do.
No.
Yeah, one sec.
I'm pretty safe in assuming I don't.
I have dispel magic.
You don't think that'd be a good idea here?
Cool.
Pretty
Can I
sure
do
it wouldn't
divine
work.
sense if it's evil or
Do you have detect evil?
not? Divine sense, yeah.
Yeah, he's evil.
Oh shit.
So,
Cool.
No.
balls
we
deep
should
in
not do
master's
anything
program.
to-
But
what are
remember,
you getting a
evil
master's in,
doesn't
Robert
mean
Tito?
mean. He could be neutral evil, which just means he's selfish.
Ugh.
So,
Such a
hi, bud. What do you got here for me? You're here.
Oh,
you're
this
here.
is a game I've created on my own.
Cool. And how do you play the game?
You draw a card and you do whatever it says.
Are you gonna draw one too?
No.
That doesn't
We
seem like a
should
very
play
fair
this.
game, does it?
No,
The
I
cards
don't
do
think
not
we should
work on
play
me.
this game.
I created them.
Okay.
I
okay.
don't think this is a game we should play.
So what do I get if I win?
Sounds like one of you is smart. What?
What do I get if I win?
Whatever it says on the card.
Grace, I don't think this
Would
is a
you
good
like
idea.
one? They're very fun.
Can I have the whole thing and play the game with my friends later?
You can fight me for the whole thing.
But she said this is a game. Don't you want it to be played?
I don't know what type of game you are playing, but you are not smarter or stronger than me, so let's not do this.
I just wanted to take it and give it to other people, like NPCs and shit. But alright.
Yes, I understand.
that became in character speech.
Basically.
My character is jumping up and down and saying, "I want one. Can I have one?"
Absolutely.
Give one to
little
Shell.
child.
Give one to Shell.
He holds up the
Do
card
it.
and hands it and like leans over a little bit so she could reach the top card.
Shit.
Draw the top card. Roll those dice.
All right, let's see what happens.
Seven.
Okay,
It's
hold
gonna
on.
be bad.
I'm glad Shell was the first.
Shell.
Wait, there's like
And I also, this is
55
also
cards
exact-
here. Am I supposed to be rolling a 55?
Shell's
so I
our
die?
best tank,
No, that's
okay?
It's 18 possible cards. If you rolled a 19 or 20, I would have had you roll again.
Oh, okay.
Okay, you
Shell's
have
the tank, but
drawn.
she's more danger than tank.
Oh, I don't like this. I don't
Put a
like
bed
this.
down.
We shouldn't do
Pick
this.
one too, and you might like it eventually.
She has like 80 health. She's a very useful character. She better not fucking die.
Useful. She just
Ah.
almost killed everyone.
Congratulations, this card tells your future. The picture of the card is a man being hanged on a gallows.
Oh.
The next
Awesome.
place you go, you will find the most interesting things happening to you. And he puts the Andor, I'm gonna text to you what the effects of this are. I bet you he's gonna laugh.
Do it.
Oh, you're not gonna get to find out right away. That's the best part about this.
That's
Skeleton
pure
Man, would you
torment.
like to-
Why
All
would you do
right,
this?
I'm waiting for it. Thank you so much for the sub, Atlas. I really appreciate it. 7. That's 8 months, man. Thank you so much. I really appreciate the support, bro. Thank you.
I
Thank
promise you this, my lady. The next place you go, you will have a very interesting time.
Cool.
And yes, I'm making his accent non-specific on purpose.
I thought you were going for Spanish, but okay.
I'm going for weird, non-specific Spanish-ish.
Hmm.
Like the Fantasy Island guy.
Okay.
Ricardo Montalban.
All right. Well, that sets us up for the future there. Thank you.
Would anybody else like to get a card?
So these cards are powerful, yes?
Oh, very.
How many can I take?
As many as you want, but one at a time, and you must put it back when you are done.
Cool. I would like to take a card because
Excellent. He
we're
holds up the
role-playing,
deck
not
and
making
hands it
smart
forward.
decisions.
Roll a
Oh,
d20.
oh, guys.
Roll it again.
Gotta roll it
You gave
again.
us a deck of many things.
Oh,
I'm
goodness.
You're getting what you asked for.
I
I'm
didn't-
not
this-
even participating in this.
This is exactly the kind of artifact you should definitely give us because we're all insane.
Alice,
And I'm
Your,
roll
your
again.
feet start to hurt really bad as soon as you pick up the card. On the card is a picture of a man sitting on a horse, holding the reins proud.
Oh god. Are you
Okay.
terrified?
Holding a horse doing what?
So your shoes are starting to feel weird, and they explode open as your feet mutate into
Into
I already
hooves?
have hooves.
hooves, like horse hooves.
He already
I
has
have hooves.
hooves.
I'm a tiefling.
He's a
Oh, well, they
tiefling.
become more pronounced. And now you gain the ability. 2 times per day, you can run at triple your normal speed.
Dude,
That is a permanent increase you now have on your character.
cool. Add that to your character
So you have
sheet.
bigger
That's pretty
feet.
badass.
Where should I add that?
Under notes.
I like that it suits your character. Like they are already horse.
It's just making your hooves bigger and stronger.
They became prettier.
Can you repeat what
Quite
the effect is?
behooving. I
Now they look
agree,
like
Atlas.
Clydesdale hooves.
So,
Every
repeat-
2 times per day, you can triple your movement speed. And we'll say in combat that'll last the rest of the fight or the rest of the scene if we're doing a.
Absolutely ridiculously
Most
hilarious.
fortunate card. You have gotten a glorious improvement to your spectacular body. Would anybody else
I
like
don't
to
think
draw
so,
from
Bone
the face?
Man. I don't-
Necron's like jumping up and down, and he's like, "I gotta!"
Yes, pick one.
And
Follow
he
your
reaches
dreams,
up
friend.
off the deck, and the skeleton punches him in the face, and he goes flying back across the room.
He tries to do
I was
what?
very clear. He tries to grab the whole deck,
Okay.
and the skeleton
Oh.
punches him in the room, but it looks like he just slowly moves his fist forward. And Necron goes flying back and takes 5 points of damage as his head slams against the wall.
Oh, I thought you just
I
picked
was
one.
very clear. Only one at a time.
Cool. Meredith?
I'm not having
Meredith?
any part of this. No.
Come
Oh,
on. Think of
No.
all the good it could do for your god.
Atlas,
and
during
the,
during these
It
I
will
only
not
play
benefit
non copyrighted songs because otherwise when
I
we
do
won't be
not
able to
accept
save the
this.
game later.
Yeah, I
during
don't think
during
we would do
any
it.
other stream we can listen to any music.
I
Think of all
don't
the
think you
good
would
you could
either,
do.
Rex. I agree.
I
And
don't
Patrick is
accept
not
gifts from
interested, but
evil.
he's watching.
I don't accept gifts from an evil man. That
Alright,
will
so Necron's gonna
immediately.
take one.
That's like a traditional
I mean,
Irish. Yeah,
your party- your
give me
party
the
is
link
half
here, then
evil.
I'll listen to it.
Yeah, and I'm
If
not.
it's old school.
So I'm just gonna walk out of the room. Squeezing.
My character
past
draws her
Patrick.
axe and stares at the skeleton because he just attacked one of her friends.
Necron
Child, you
picks
should
up a
probably-
card. Oh god. The picture of the card contains a spectral figure, like a ghost.
Oh,
he
no.
he grunts over in pain and screams and starts to laugh at the same time. And you could physically see he just got a little bit older. By about 14 years.
Jesus.
That's not as bad as I thought it was going to
Ah!
Who
pretty good roll
got
considering.
14 years older?
Necron just aged 14 years.
Oh shit.
He immediately takes another card.
be. Okay, cool. So, I was like, maybe I shouldn't press my luck. But if we're doing it, then we're doing it.
I'm not gonna have to do more than 2, otherwise he'd die.
Alright,
I
16.
mean, you're quite tempting me.
I mean, come on, Meredith. Everyone's having a party.
I walked out of the room.
It's like the punch, but cooler.
I stayed out of the
It's
room
like
from
the
the very
punch.
beginning. I've just been in the doorway watching this shit go down.
Okay, normally this would be bad, but I'm gonna argue that this should actually be good.
What?
So on the face of the card is kind of looks like Sauron, some big black evil armored creature. The card is the Dark Lord. You immediately suffer a failed power check, and the Dark Lord of your current domain becomes aware of your present location.
Oh, you're right.
Sounds spooky.
I'm gonna have to. I have something for this. If you don't mind. There's a flicker of lights, and Necron goes, "Oh, sorry guys, you're not going to like it."
Don't like you now.
I like the.
A woman appears in the room, dressed in black-clad leather. She has horns, and she's carrying a whip in each hand. She cocks her head and smiles this warm, compassionate, beautiful smile. Walks up to Necron and gently caresses his teeth. And
His
everyone
teeth?
spends the next 3... No, his
teeth?
face, sorry.
Okay.
And everyone spends the next 5 minutes in the worst, most unbearable, excruciating pain you've ever felt in your life. The lights flicker and it ends.
Is it specifically only the people in the room?
Every single person there except the skeleton. Everyone in the room, yeah, feels this
Oh.
incredible pain.
Well, me and Meredith weren't in the
Fuck
room.
you, Necron.
Whew.
Yeah, I
Uh,
walked out because I ain't. doing
However,
this.
after it finishes, she walks out and does the same thing to Patrick.
God fucking damn it. Son of a
Walks
bitch!
up to- However, when she walks up to Meredith, your holy symbol on your chest glows, and she just glares at you and disappears.
And then I started proudly and I prayed to my god.
What
So-
happened to those two
Thank you for
goblin-y
taking
guys following us? What are they
Rex,
called?
make a knowledge religion check for me.
The gully dwarves. Did the gully dwarves get hit by that?
They did, but they forgot about it the moment.
They're like, ah! Oh.
What are we? They actually kept screaming for about 5 seconds after, and then said, like,
Shit,
why are
I
we
don't know
screaming?
anything.
Roll a second time.
Dude,
I got
Roll with
negative
advantage.
that was she rolled a 1.
He rolled a 1.
That is an exceptional roll.
Are you sure you're a paladin?
She's
But how much
she's
is
scared,
No, that's
okay?
not right. That is not your religion check. That can't be it.
Yeah, that's my religion
That's
check.
a religion check. She just got scared by a dark demon
What is your
lady.
intelligence?
Evil now.
Stat.
Yes.
Rex,
Come to the
what
dark
is your
side.
character's intelligence?
I really want to know. 6.
Oh,
Oh,
Jesus
I
Christ.
made the dumbest. It's like the dumb leading the dumb. That's why like Meredith and like Shell just kind of like together.
Why do you think I smash things so great?
She's just gonna go
me
stack
some
rocks and make dead things.
Necron is sitting there on the floor, and he's like, "Was that sex?"
Was it?
I don't know.
The
But it was
leader.
fantastic. That was great. Does anyone else want to make a knowledge arcana, knowledge religion, or history?
I
roll?
rolled knowledge religion. What happened?
Just
No, I mean like I think me and Shell got 9s.
I
I'm
got
working on it,
negative
I'm
1.
We're
That's
just-
fucking dumb.
we don't know what the fuck just happened. It just hurt a lot, okay?
Okay, so
I didn't get
Necron's
hurt.
the
I got
only one that
protected.
knows what happened.
Yeah,
I
what?
blindly follow. I don't even
makes
know what
sense
my
that you would know what
religion
happened.
was. Wait, I blindly follow my religion. I don't even know what it does.
Yeah, it just-
Are you sure it's actually even a religion and not just like a pamphlet
A part
you
of my
found in a
religion.
newspaper?
Exactly. I don't even know myself. I've been it, and I don't even
This should
know.
be your
what it
this
means.
should be your descent into evil.
okay, so like he just
I mean, she just
Oh,
got
no,
protected using her
Go ahead.
religion.
Let's
from
let-
the
let's
dark
let Necron
gods,
tell us.
so-
My
his wisdom.
Oh, it's very simple.
I feel like she
Guys.
should be more religious now.
Guys, let's let
You
Necron.
idiot. The card made my goddess aware of my presence. As a god, you don't hear a knock on the door all that often, so she came to look. And she does what she does naturally, gives her blessing. However, the gods aren't really supposed to come down here. So that's, she points at the paladin, being here, tattletaled on its own god without even knowing it. She laughed. Screw
No,
you, paladin.
I didn't laugh. I fucking was terrified.
It left.
Oh no, I did laugh.
She
So
left.
out of
left.
here, Rex, it
She
came
went
down.
away.
The god came down to the mortal plane because it heard a call, and it was like, oh, I'll just fuck shit up for a while until I'm recognized. And then a paladin of one of its opposing gods, it's just standing there, and it's like, oh shit, I better leave before it tells on me.
Yeah.
Oh.
So out of game, that's what actually happened.
Yeah.
I didn't
Okay, so then,
expect to pull that
so-
card.
But I'm
Also-
confused, so I'm just like, what the fuck? I'm just standing there with big googly eyes, like, what the fuck?
Also out of game. Okay, did your character suffer pain or did he experience pleasure? Like, what happened to Necron?
Okay, so
To him, it's the
for
same.
anyone that's wondering, out of game, Necron feels pain and pleasure are similar. As far as the sex comment, I mean, it's never been relevant, but he's asexual. He just wants to cause pain and chaos. He has no other desire.
Okay, so what he's saying is he just experienced orgasmic levels of pain.
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of like
Okay.
Cenobite. Exactly.
Yeah, he's kinky.
We're good.
So you know.
Just
Oh,
wondering.
yeah, his mind's completely shattered. He is 100% crazy.
Yeah, you know, Kiki, same thing.
However, the universe just keeps telling him that chaos never really stops, so why stop doing it? Does anyone else wish to draw another card from the deck of wasting time?
My character
Nope.
was very eager,
Yeah,
but just
basically.
experienced the greatest pain of her existence for 5 whole seconds, and now she's really confused.
5
Yeah,
minutes.
the weirdest part is you didn't
5
suffer.
whole minutes.
It
Sorry,
was
what?
5 minutes of
Yeah,
abject.
it was 5 minutes
agony.
of unending pain, but you suffered no damage.
Yeah, it's just.
Yeah, my character's not sure she wants to do anything else anymore for a while.
Let's go again. One more time.
Oh, jeez.
Seems
All
how
right,
Passion.
I
wanna roll a
failed
card?
so
This
bad.
is a pissing contest. Here, let's go.
All right, so, all right, this is the last card for the night.
Aw.
17.
Can everyone in the party please tell me what their charisma is?
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
20.
I'm not in the room.
Who is it that just rolled a
11?
17?
I
I
That's
did
Grace.
Did he draw Temptress?
No.
Okay, good.
He drew the artifact.
What's that?
I got a 14.
Do I need to roll charisma?
Oh wait, no. Did you roll the 17 or a 16?
17.
Roll-
I rolled a
17.
17.
Oh yeah, the artifact. Okay.
Okay.
What? I should stop yelling. It's midnight.
I
Okay,
can't tell if
on
this
the-
laugh is in character or out of character.
I have something ready for this. So
God damn it.
You, reach in, you feel that there's something new in your pocket. The picture of the card is that of a contraption you can't place, and it says the artifact.
Oh,
And
it's
the
VHS
guy
player.
says, "Oh, a gift! How wonderful!"
Really?
You feel the urge. There's something in your pocket, and you just want to touch it.
Just want to punch my pocket.
You want to touch whatever in your pocket.
Okay, can I reach into my pocket?
Absolutely.
Does the thing on the card look like it has teeth?
No, it's a contraption that you can't place its function or design.
Okay, cool. Can I reach into my pocket?
You reach into your pocket and you feel a cold metal ring in there. Touching feels heartwarming, like you've come home and found a comfortable place to sit.
Can I pull
Is
it
this
out
the
of my
fucking
pocket?
the
Yeah,
Frodo
it's
ring?
a simple gold ring,
Oh.
but you
Oh.
really, really, really like it.
Can I put it on?
Absolutely. You turn invisible.
You god damn it, Troa. God damn it.
Cool. Does it,
Frodo,
like,
Frodo Baggins.
So, like, is this work in combat and stuff? I can be invisible all the time?
You're not sure you haven't used it in combat.
Cool. I'm gonna
Oh,
keep it in my
God.
pocket.
Alright,
Am I, like,
so
crazy now or
Grace just
something,
turned
or-
invisible in front of all of us.
Put it back into your pocket. You feel a sense like of law,
Oh,
Okay, can I,
no.
like,
but you
put it
still,
around my
still
neck?
feel it there. Like you feel assured that as long as it's in your pocket, you're okay.
Oh god.
Cool, so now I'm
I don't want to go to Mordor in this campaign.
Too late, we have the One Ring now.
Damn it.
Just- I whisper ultimate power under my breath. Just pretend.
You immediately gain a powerful but probably cursed magic item.
Gotcha.
Cool. What,
God, you can write that in your inventory.
Just put
Cool.
artifact ring. Question mark.
Real quick, I want to draw one more card.
Okay.
Yeah.
You haven't guessed yet. Rolling low is good.
The
Weird.
Oh. No, I haven't guessed that.
what were you saying 2 weeks ago, Troa, about putting an item that has random effects can basically take the entire night?
It's so fun.
Especially with us. A bunch of
Oh.
clowns.
If you
Man.
let me, I will continue to draw cards from this deck literally forever. But you said that you wanted to stop, so I'm just gonna draw this one, and then I'm done. I
I'm sure only
promise.
draw as
I
many
can
cards
stop
as the rest
anytime
of
I
us.
want. Damn it!
Roll the d20.
I rolled a 20. It was a 10.
Is someone playing with dice?
Yes.
But the dice are
Dice
virtual.
goblin?
These
How
are
can
real
you play
dice. I have real
Dice
dice.
goblin?
The
How did
dice
you get
goblins. The dice
The dice aren't real,
goblins.
Gandhi. The dice aren't real.
These. Oh, it's the golly dwarfs behind me. Patrick gave them some dice.
They're playing D&D.
They're probably eating it.
They're probably eating them.
Yes, the Gully Dwarfs are playing D&D, and we just got the One Ring of Power. This makes sense.
Yeah, and super hooves, and we just got tortured by a random goddess. I feel like
the skeleton smiles, even though he's just a skeleton when you draw the card. The card is a picture of you with strings connected to yourself being dangled like a marionette.
Ooh, that's creepy.
The skeleton is gone now, and your character is now being controlled by... Ah, immortal form. Thank you so very much.
Okay, then.
Maybe at
So,
least he
can
won't kill
I
us.
come with you on your adventure then? Yeah.
Oh, no.
shit.
As far as I can tell, my character has no problems with this.
No, your character.
How about this? How about I just hang out inside your head, and every now and then I will comment on... And if you piss me off, I will kill you and everyone you love and care about.
Okay.
I mean, that sounds like something she's gonna end up doing anyway.
I don't feel like my character being controlled by an evil skeleton man can be any worse than being controlled by her own whims.
If anything, this is an improvement.
she knows a conscience. An evil skeleton luchador conscience.
Wait, I have an idea. And out of... I'm trying to think of where the best place to do this would be.
Oh, God damn it.
You grow a second head. Out of the back of your spine, a large column comes up, and there's the skeleton head with the sombrero and the stupid luchador mask on. Hello, I should probably introduce myself. My name is Montato Ricardabon. You can call me Monty.
Why?
I would like to second this. Why? I think I'd rather be possessed, actually.
That goes back inside of you.
I just wanted to say hi. Bye-bye.
It will just be a voice in your head now. You are now possessed by the ghost of Monty.
Yes, perfection.
This is better.
And that is Montardo.
God, the picture.
Wrong. I can't even say it without laughing.
You can't make it not happen though. His head did pop out of her back and introduce itself before going back inside.
I feel more safe around here now with a skeleton inside of it.
So here's the actual benefit you're going to get from anytime you're making a knowledge check about something of the occult, you get to do so with proficiency.
That's good, because she hasn't been doing so great in that.
Now. Notes like, when are we possessed by a skeleton man who gives me improved stats? You said knowledge Arcana.
Well, and you were interested in learning more about Arcana. Now you have a guide.
As far as I'm concerned, this is a perfect end to my character.
You can still control her. You just have a voice in your head now.
Just one more.
The internet says I'm immediately possessed by him, so I don't quite know what that means. You said I get
if you're reading it off the wiki page or anything like that, know that I augment a lot of these ahead of time in preparation for people reading stuff they're not.
Okay, we'll just go set up character sometime when it's not bedtime and a half. I was going to bed, and then you dropped a deck of many things in here. How could you?
All right, so I don't know that we probably only have one more thing to kill. Do we want to go kill it real quick, or should we wrap up? What do you guys want?
I need to go to bed.
A while. It would be a long fight.
Okay.
If anyone's wondering, by the way, space travel can cause weird fluctuations in space-time. All of these space stations have a little room to store that pocket dimension. It always inevitably forms.
That's funny. I love how you like set this upon us, knowing that we're all gonna go absolutely nuts on it. Except Meredith, who doesn't want to play the game.
Patrick and Meredith.
Perfectly
it's perfect. Her protesting and suffering from all of your terrible choices is hilarious.
Yeah, that's true.
Again, I think it's perfectly in character. We're all chaotic
Honestly,
and kind of insane.
So like, seeing as how I rolled so low on religion, I just pray to the god that I don't know about, and I'm just like, yeah, sure, whatever. This is my god.
This
I don't
would
even
be a
know what she
perfect opportunity
does.
to be evil, by the way.
My
But,
my
Choose a god
character's
for you.
You already did. I read about her. She's a war goddess, but like,
Yeah, that's it.
my character is very risk averse,
But, like-
so there was just no way he was gonna draw a card.
but,
So-
That's probably good.
I'm just
Yeah.
saying it makes perfect sense for her character not to want to draw from weird mystic occult decks being handed to us by
Yeah,
skeleton
it's
monsters
Yeah,
that
no.
she knows are evil.
A paladin,
Anything-
a
if I
paladin
draw
doing that
anything
would be
evil,
weird.
it becomes-
Like,
That was
If
an
I
accident. I
draw-
didn't draw a
if I
card.
accept
Even though if I
gifts-
did, I'd apparently get the best card.
If I accept gifts from anything evil, from a person that's like a
Wait.
disciple of anything evil,
I mean,
I
bankers
become
are evil,
something
but
else.
you get your
Guys.
paychecks from the bank.
yeah,
Guys, I just had the best idea.
what?
The skeleton is gone. The deck is unguarded. We can take it with us.
I feel like you would slit your own throat.
Why don't you just
I do have
ask
a
him,
preview.
Shell? Should we take the deck with us? I mean, like,
Yeah, ask
He's-
How about my character reaches to take the deck? Does he stop her?
Ask
It,
Sam.
it's not there.
It disappeared with him.
You're not
this is
sure.
a
You
good way
didn't
to
see
wrap
where
it
it
up.
went.
okay, I guess
Okay,
it's
so
in
not
you.
there.
The deck is
Ah.
within you, Shell.
The deck was with me all along.
All right.
Actually, there was a chance that y'all might have been sucked into Ravenloft because one of the the mists. You're swallowed by the mists and carried off to some random spot in the demiplane of dread. The demiplane of dread is another term for Ravenloft.
There you go.
Well, it's a demiplane of dread. It's like a type of thing.
But I'm not. Oh, if you guys get drawn somewhere else.
Oh,
Fuck.
dude, Ravenloft is awesome. There's a bunch of cool shit you could do there. There's like werewolves and vampires, and it's.
But
just-
I'm trying to find Ursa Major.
Yeah, well, I mean,
didn't
it
know
would
you
have
were
definitely been a distraction from that
Okay.
quest. All right, so I think this is a good point for us to go ahead and wrap things up. 1, 2, 3, not it. Who's writing the summary this
Not
time?
Not it. Not it.
I'll do it, but you have to. I might need a list of all the things we got from that deck because that's a lot to keep track of.
Could everybody please text Luna what they got from the deck?
I don't gotta do shit.
I know I got the Hangman.
Well,
and
remember
the
there is a VOD
Possession
for this.
by
All of these,
Skeleton.
all these are available
Skeleton.
to look at again.
Artifact
So-
and Bigger Hooves.
So
You
guys can always look at the VOD while you're writing it.
I got one that calls upon me. It gains the attention of the current Dark Lord of the area.
So, just so you guys know, I'm gonna bring it up. I'll put a link in Twitch, but I'll put it in our roleplay as well. All of our episodes are up on YouTube. So, if you ever needed to go like catch up, browse through the stuff, I've got a playlist with all of the sessions. Let's see here.
Next week is Christmas themed, Yule themed adventures, guys.
Yeah, it's
I
gonna
mean,
be
if you
amazing.
finish up this dungeon.
Next week we get to find out how Troy can possibly make a Christmas dungeon effed up.
I
Are
feel
you
like
kidding me?
I've done a horrible job counting because there's 31 videos in this D&D playlist, and I thought we were on 20. So we're just gonna say I suck at counting. Yes, I totally suck. But
Chris Kringle is a barbarian beastmaster. This should be easy.
so tomorrow around the same time, we should be able to release the this game. How did everyone feel this time? I feel like we were all allowed a pretty fair amount of role play.
I'm sorry that I set Grace's character on fire. And
That's okay.
disregarded
I think
his
it was
fire.
perfectly in character. And honestly, it was the only real dangerous thing other than this deck of cards that we faced tonight. So
Yeah, the boss might have posed a challenge, but you'll get to fight that next week.
okay, so Rex, how did you feel?
I feel.
Good.
I do. I feel
Like
great. I
maybe
smashed
I would.
2 fucking things into the fucking floor and the floor and then the fucking wall and then yes. I
It's
feel great.
satisfying killing stuff as a paladin, isn't it?
I honestly I love the fact that I can either 1 or 2 hit kill things. because my strength is so high.
It's
pretty
very
nice. It is pretty
satisfying.
nice.
It's
I
so
agree.
satisfying. And it's like I picture myself with a giant warhammer, like squishing it into the floor. So it's like so awesome. Just seeing a warhammer and a fucking shield just go, "Whoa!" Just this giant fucking, just a pancake.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Welcome
you missed
back.
me apologizing about murder-weighting your character a bunch.
Again, it's
Well, I appreciate
it's
that.
not.
I'm not mad or anything. I just, I wanted to get
You
my
seem a
point
little
across.
mad.
That's
Okay, so I was frustrated.
yes. I'm sorry for frustrating you. I should take my party members' feelings into account better.
We shouldn't try to kill each other.
Most
We
days,
avoid
most
trying to
days.
kill each other.
We just drew from the deck of many things in turns. I'm not sure you fully agree with what you're saying.
Look, man, I even scale back what I think Necron would do most of the time because it's so terrible I can't say it on stream.
Exactly. Like drawing from the deck of many things, we don't know it's gonna explode before we do it. Throwing a fireball in a room full of my friends, we know that's gonna explode.
It's true.
When you do it.
Technically,
That's
only
fair.
two of you got what they really wanted out of it. Grace got faster with 0 negative side effects because he already had a move.
Yeah,
And Necron got to play with his god for a few minutes.
which is
What do you
pretty
mean?
much
Grace
ultimate.
did get the one ring,
isn't exactly what I want. The ring sounds like ultimate power to me.
I mean,
That's a
Well,
good point.
you-
that's what it
Believe it's
sounds
good.
like.
You did get what you want. Your character arc is completed.
Is it draws the attention of other people that want the ring.
Yeah, that is a risk.
And my character got possessed by a magical creature.
As I started doing these sessions, I've kind of started to realize that I need to not try to control everything going on. So drawing cards from that deck was letting go and letting me, let whatever. I don't think it was super reckless, but just relaxing a little.
A
bit,
model
see
of a
what happens.
tiger one with
My
battle
lesson was the
damage.
opposite.
Okay.
I need to seize control of
Interesting.
my character sometimes because she is a wild freaking horse that will totally buck off its rider and gallop off into the woods to get eaten by wolves.
You're a wild horse that'll kick everyone around you in the face. Gandhi,
Yeah.
I would definitely. So remember how I said I wanted to switch to being a sorcerer?
Mhm. No. Okay. Cool.
But I do think working some plot line about who my patron really is, because I don't have a patron picked. I just was like, cool, sword guy. Let's pick.
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
But working that into a story or something like, to where it can be a plot point, like Necron getting, mind fucked by his god. That maybe not that exactly, but like moments where the patron I picked a plot point.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, so.
Joe, I just texted you the actual things the ring does.
Okay.
Don't tell anyone this because them not knowing is half the fun of any cursed item.
Absolutely.
But please tell me you find that a little funny.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
it's great.
One sec.
I'm
One
happy
sec.
this is
Let's see
happening.
here.
The search for ultimate power was not going to be paved easily or cleanly.
That's the danger of stating your goal as quest for
like
ultimate
it.
power. If you don't specify your conditions, you might pay a price you don't want to.
The danger of wishing upon a genie.
I very much like those effects, Troa. You'll just have to remind me if I mess them up. All right.
I will definitely.
Okay. So, anything from the audience tonight? We actually had a fair amount of people watching and participating. Thank you all for being here. We are going to do the credits in a little bit here, and then we'll
Atlas
be
just
rating.
going off.
I love seeing all those comments. That
Yeah,
was
it's
great.
good. I feel like I'm still working on, especially with this, like trying to engage with the audience without interrupting you guys. Just like it's something I'm learning as a streamer in the other content, but in particular with this, it's kind of difficult. So I hope that you guys feel that I'm getting better about managing that communication and not interrupting you guys while we go. I feel like it's been going smoother. Yeah, I feel like it went really well. I want to make sure that we end now so that Lunar can go to bed. Great job, everyone. And two weeks from today, we will continue this session. Tomorrow, around the same time, I should allow the release of this session to YouTube, but there will be a VOD as soon as it's over. So if anyone missed the beginning of the session, you should be able to pretty much immediately go back and rewatch it from the beginning. So let's go ahead and roll credits. Anyone who has to go to bed, feel free. Not a problem. Let's see here. Tonight.
I'm just imagining watching clusterfuck back on you.
Yeah, it's dude, there's
I can barely
there's 30
stand
something
myself.
videos. If you want to go back, we've got our whole session from the very beginning before you even join the group. So you can look at it.
Sometimes I forget
All right.
that you guys.
Robert Tito, thank you for the bits. Atlas, thank you for resubbing tonight. 8 months. 8 months. Everyone who supports the show, you're all amazing. If you haven't followed already, don't forget to follow. If you're looking for a way to support the team, be sure to subscribe. If you're looking to join us in roleplay sessions like this, all you got to do is get in the Discord, let us know that you're interested. We'll get you in the roleplay channel, and the team will help spin up a character. I know we're like...
You have as much a death wish as we do.
Yeah.
Because we all have a death wish, apparently.
But yeah,
I had a lot of fun today, guys, and I'm like really sick, and this really made me feel a lot better. Like, I felt
There's a-
better.
Sound like you're fucking